But, alright, is that recording?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just get into it briefly.
Right.
Quick little, yo, what's good, chat? It's your boy A-God.
What's going on, y'all? It's JPA, aka The Troubled Artist. We back again, you feel me? We chopping it up. We having conversations.
And we were just briefly talking about, JPA was just looking at the Underground Sound Top 10 Cypher. Because, my guy Will brought it up. And what was the question you asked me again?
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait.
Hold on.
What was the question you just asked me just now?
Because here's the thing, right? Like I said, I'm just now getting ready to try and make a real push, right? I'm ready to start dropping and make
It's coming from an artist.
If you coming from an artist perspective. And I'm looking at this Underground Cypher and I'm like, alright, some of these niggas hard, some of these niggas is alright, but cool, right? It is what it is. I'm not, it's not nothing against them, it's just I'm like, alright, what is it? What did their first deal even look like? How did they get to this position? What does their first deal look like, and how did they get in the position to get that?
So I'll tell you.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you. So this is usually, I'll tell you right now how to get a deal in the Underground. It's so funny. Get you like $2,000. Sure. If you got $2,000 sitting around in the piggy bank, you'll easily turn that shit into a calm $15,000 to $25,000 easily. And I'll tell you what to do. Go pay 3 of the hottest YouTubers in the game for a reaction. Take that, or just whatever you do, right? I'm just giving you a decent example. Fuck the reaction. Let me just take the YouTubers out of this, right? Go take you a snippet to your song. Okay. However you feel like recording it, do something questionable in the snippet.
What do you mean by questionable?
Alright. Oh man,
yeah, no,
you're about to go down a wormhole, man. Wow.
And you know, all right, and I think, and we're having this conversation again. Let this be digital footprint of what's about to happen.
Yes, no, for sure.
I mean, deadass. So, all right. Talk.
It could be anything questionable, anything. Down to what you're wearing, how you look compared to how you sound.
Okay.
Because, and I'm saying things that I've actually seen happen for people.
Right.
Like, this nigga got his edges laid. This nigga looks like some college prep white boy, but he sounds like some Atlanta nigga rapping on his Beethoven beat.
Yeah, or
this kid looks like
four backs coming with the ski mask and singing on some shit. Okay.
So you do something questionable where people are gonna talk about what they're looking at. You feel me? You take that, once you see that it looks questionable enough but sounds interesting as well, or maybe you said the right thing. So if you don't do something that looks questionable, you say something that sounds questionable. Whatever. And it doesn't have to necessarily be that specifically, but you need to do something more or less to grab somebody's attention. Once you feel like you have that attention grabbing thing, you go to that piggy bank and you go and you pay every blog. Every blog that actually has a following. Shit, fuck around. The blogs that don't got followings are still looking for a following are gonna automatically start posting you. Mm-hmm. Because now it's just a part of the narrative. Sorry for the burp, chat. So now that you get the people, we spoke about this before, right? Excuse me. But now you get the people talking about you. Once the people are talking about you, you now have wait. Now you got a moment to leverage. You have to get that moment big enough. Depending on how big that moment is that you're looking to leverage, because doing the due diligence, like going to get all the blogs to post you, because that's what everybody's looking at. The rappers are looking at that. The fans are looking at that. The other bloggers are looking at that. Once they see that jumps into the narrative just enough, you pay the Twitter niggas. Everything's having people in your pocket, more or less, bro. You gotta have people. And I advise artists on this stuff all the time. Stop trying to network and just talk to people and it's not really gonna get you. It'll get you somewhere, but it's not gonna get you that far. Have people in your pocket and pay to play. I promise you. Once you get past the narrative and the agenda pushing, because you're really just paying for people to push your agenda.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can come with the narrative and pay them to push it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that moment, labels are going to hit you up. But they're going to hit you up. They're going to know you're going through a press run. That's what we call it. A press run. A promo run. People, or the fans, nowadays, they're able to pick up on this kind of stuff.
See, now here's the thing, right? I've heard from somebody saying, yo, you want to pop in a year? Find a publicist and have them, or publicist. Now, is that somebody that would just have the connections? If we were talking about, they have just the relationships with these people and you're paying the publicist, and then the publicist has to go with the money you paid them, go and pay these people, or is it better for you as an artist to just directly reach out to every page and say, hey, you know what, because I've looked into little shit like that, like for example, like I know like a little Say Cheese post for a couple hours is like $500 or $600 or some shit like that, you pay them, boom. Then afterwards you go to a bars or some shit like that, and you pay them, boom. But what does that do now for you, right? Because for example, like I've done it where, you know, I've dropped a song and boom, like we got 20,000 streams like this month, like, and it's like
that's not enough. That's not enough
on a platform here. Plus, but what is it? What is that? Now, what is the result that a label is gonna have to, or a company is gonna see and say, oh nah, because again, right? We're saying that because I'm looking at some of these guys and I'm listening and I'm just like, okay, what is it? What was the chat, right? As somebody like for success in life, period. I consider, like, I think all of you should work backwards. I like to work backwards. You see what, and this goes for any field you're in. It doesn't matter if it's trucking, restauranting, trading, streaming. You have to go and you see who did it. Work backwards from whatever they did. Go backwards and after you recreate that for yourself. You know. So I'm just looking at it. And I'm like, I bet if it's not a talent thing, if it's not this, because clearly it don't be talent a lot of the times. You feel me? It doesn't. Niggas is lying. Niggas is lying that they say, oh my God, the talent made it. No. So what was it? How? What did it really look like? What was the minimum amount of success needed for you to be able to see this and be able to leverage that? Because you know, you say create a moment that's big enough and then leverage that moment. What does a moment look like? And
a moment is, well, we're in the big, ginormous, humongous 2025, right? So a moment in this time is a viral situation.
How viral is viral?
All right. Back in the day, fuck back in the day. Yo, if you ain't do something that hit damn near 1 million views in one day on a platform, you not viral.
Right.
Not viral.
So you're saying that every artist they that we just seen here, they posted something and it got 1 million views.
They posted something and it went viral.
But because you see,
like that's attention is currency now.
Mm-hmm. Right, of course.
So as soon as you go viral, labels are gonna call you and they got money for you. Mm-hmm. I wish I was kidding. Yo, you just need to you need to. It's so real. They talking about you and probably bringing you in the office beforehand. They know you about to go viral.
Yeah, they're just waiting for that moment.
They're just waiting for that moment. And the viralness doesn't come from. That's another thing too, especially with the underground, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
It's not talent.
It don't be.
It's not talent.
You're not telling me.
It's really not all about talent. It's about. It's about what you did compared to how people perceived it, how much people are talking about it. Shit, people won't even sign you if everybody only likes your music. It's got to be discourse amongst your name, you know, like bro, like people need to be like I've asked labels this before. Yo, what makes y'all want to sign an artist? And the one thing I was told, yo, people got to be saying it's good and bad. If people aren't saying it's good and bad, it's not gonna go as far. People need to be hating it just as much as they love it. Because now, right? You got people that love it, they're gonna be listening to it. You're getting paid off that. You got people that hate it, and they're gonna be arguing with people that like it. You know? And people that hate it are also gonna watch it, they're gonna hate watch it. So now you can leverage the discourse of the people that hate it and love it. You can leverage what they're saying, use that as attention. Use the haters, take what they're saying, use it as attention, because a lot of people are going to agree with the haters, right? And a lot of people are going to agree and gravitate towards the people who just like it.
Right.
And in the middle is just conversation, and that conversation is the viral moment that pushes you forward.
Now you see, all right, we don't have to say this person's name, right? But I'm just going off
Skinny Boy CJ.
Okay, before you can say that, he got 5K subscribers on YouTube. None of the videos are over 100K.
Go to his Spotify listeners.
Okay.
And he had like a viral on the radar or something.
Viral on the radar. You gotta watch it on the radar. If you see the song, you know the song, and I will always love you.
Right.
He did that shit, but his shit was like, and I. He did like an opera version, and then started rapping.
Sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. Dude, this is live. Like, this is
This is so
education.
funny. Nah, we really gotta bring you down. Yo, Chad,
this is
I
live
swear to God,
education,
I'm gonna
bro.
bring J. Pierre down the underground wormhole. He's going viral on the channel. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know why we haven't even done this shit yet, bro.
You need to see what's going on in the underground. You're gonna be pissed.
Look, a part of the underground is we
got
all.
30 I've had. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, alright, bro. We'll talk because 39K is not a lot.
You can do that,
I've had
yeah.
it for a full year when I was fully releasing. I've had my shit at 60K monthly listeners. Monthly. You feel me? Like, so alright, bro.
So now we gotta get into what Will said.
We gonna talk.
Now we gotta get into what Will said. So
What you
Will,
talking
ask that
about,
question
Will?
you
Go ahead,
asked.
bro.
I was just thinking in terms of like media these days, hip hop media, like where do you see it expanding or growing in terms of being able to present artists and put them in front of an audience?
Yeah.
Because like these are. I didn't know a lot of these people, and I do listen to underground music and shit, but like a lot of these are new people to me, but like they get, that was the first time they were put in front of me.
Right.
So it's like, what do you feel that space is evolving to, or like what can come of that? Just
So
putting
here's what
artists
I'll
in front
say.
of people.
Here's what I'll say, right?
Because in the last episode we talked about how streamers got bigger than rappers.
Yeah.
Streaming is a better job than rapping.
Facts.
Point blank period. Rapping is getting ready to go extinct. People are not going to be selling trauma in music form in the next 5 to 10. No, in the next 5 years, yes.
Well, they will.
In
This is
the
gonna
next
look different.
20 years, it's going to be very different. And it's going to turn into full content creator base. Nobody wants to hear from the real street nigga no more because he doesn't stay around because he's either going to die or he's going to go to jail.
Up, man.
You know? Now you get the content creator, who's just making music for his fans that he garnered off of just being in front of them all day.
Mm-hmm.
So what media is turning into now, like in the conversation we had off stream, where it's like platforms are turning into whoever is the most viral and entertaining what's going on. Because the game used to be, I'm too big to entertain this. It's like how fame back in the day used to be. Fame was you were more famous the more mysterious you were.
Which is why we'll never have another Michael Jackson. By the way.
Yes.
Just so we talk about
No,
it.
we do.
No,
but Cardi.
he's not even fucking close.
But that's
Stop,
they treat him like that.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
What?
No, they don't. You don't understand.
MJ was
You're
different.
older than me, and I'm talking about Michael Jackson. You don't know.
No.
I'm talking about
The
Michael
world-
Jackson.
The word. No. Okay. So yes,
Globally,
Michael
no.
Jackson.
All right. But we're in different times
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
We're in different
What I'm
times now.
saying-
I'll tell you this, right? If we were still, I'm not saying.
Don't get me touched.
Listen, I'm not saying.
Don't get me touched, man.
Listen.
Say what you gotta say. Don't get me
I'm
touched.
not saying Playboy Cardi is as big as Michael Jackson.
Not even close.
Right? Not as close. But I'll tell you this, man.
You're not even as big as Bruno Mars if you want to keep it
We're
apart.
in a new day and age.
Right? Of course.
We're in a new day and age.
Okay.
Back in those days, fame, I'm going to be honest to you, was bigger to the masses than it is now. Because now, everybody has the option or has the opportunity to be famous and a celebrity.
We don't disagree there, and that's
Back-
that's the only reason why I'm saying it can never be recreated. The level of like this nigga didn't
The
even
thing
have
is,
fame.
the level
He might-
of- the
it
level
might
of
be-
fame has been
It might
come
be
down.
Jesus Christ, Adolf Hitler, Michael Jackson as like the most infamous people on the planet to ever fucking live.
Nah, that's
Julius
not crazy.
Caesar, like Jesus Christ, Julius Caesar, Adolf Hitler, Michael Jackson. Top 5 ever to be born on the planet Earth. I'm being so that
I don't know if I put Michael Jackson that high.
Bro, I know you. Bro,
He's up there.
Yeah.
bro, he used to have
He's
to
up there.
He used to have to call places in advance to get a hotel room and be like, yo, like don't tell nobody, rent the whole floor out. I'm just gonna sneak in, and then the entire city was shut down because he showed up. I'm talking about princes and kings
gonna be honest
who
with you.
called this nigga to his place.
No, let me tell you something. Michael Jackson set the foundation for how to avoid shit like that.
He stood still
now
like
you
this
see what happens
for 5 minutes and niggas passed out.
Yeah,
He stood still like this.
That shit is crazy. He
And
turned
then
his
you were
head.
like this. Boom.
he
And
created
then everybody passed out.
He created aura.
Yo, he fits aura.
But because of the way that the internet has affected society, you're right. The way the internet has affected society, and people now know, oh man, if I just lock in for a year, I could have some kind of fame.
Exactly.
I can have some clout. I can have some fame.
Right.
It becomes less of a thing to where, oh my God, that's a celebrity.
Yeah.
And they're all around you now. Like niggas could not he couldn't go nowhere. You feel me? Now it's a little bit different. There's a select few people on the planet to this day that have even half of what the real clout and fame that used to exist. So I feel you there.
I will say this though, Playboy Cardi. I'm just gonna be honest, bro.
He can walk
I'm
around.
gonna be honest.
I
if
promise you,
niggas find out,
Italy and niggas,
Hold up.
he can go to Italy right now and walk down the streets and be fine.
not Cardi,
Nah.
not
Yes, he
Cardi.
could. I'm telling you.
Italy maybe.
They don't
Like,
give. Yo,
maybe
Italy. They don't give a
Italy,
fuck about no fucking bro. Yo, shout out to all my Italians. I love good alla vodka pasta, bro. I just had some last night. You feel me? Shout out to y'all. Y'all hate niggas, bro. They don't give a fuck.
Nah,
I'm telling you.
Look, I saw Steph Curry out there. I saw Steph Curry out there just chilling out in the masses. You know?
He can go he can go get a gelato and a cappuccino and chill in Italy.
I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you something,
I know
bro.
they can do all that.
They don't give a fuck.
You might be sleeping on Playboy Cardi.
I know who he is. I know how
Not
he would get
gonna
down.
lie.
If he were to show up over here today, if he was to come to, and again, we live where we are in New York. It's more space, so you know, there's it's not the same as New York City. If he were to show up here, it would be pandemonium. I get it.
No, I'll tell you this right now. More pandemonium is going to occur if Playboy Cardi is in the city than here.
Of course. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I recognize how clouded up the dude is because if you were to stop by any place here and just to go pick up some food real quick, like yo, everybody would call out and they would all show up, right?
Yeah,
but guess what?
Cardi was on fucking.
If he showed up to Fancy, if he showed up to Fancy to get some fucking Asian food, everybody would have heard about it and it would shut it down. I get it, I respect it.
Yes.
But guess what? It's just that's why these niggas go to Italy. Because they don't give a fuck about who you are, especially you black, you chunky-haired monkeys. But they don't give a fuck about us. You feel me? And again, shout out to y'all. It's all love. You feel me? But I know what it's like. Everybody out here who goes to Italy, they have the same thing. No matter how rich they are, they say, oh, they ain't cheating like that.
Like you think Drake could be chilling in Italy?
Drake is Drake. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. He might still. Drake is Drake, but he might like going to Italy in these certain places because he can go outside.
Did you see the Anita Max Win tour lineup?
Oh,
for the songs?
Crazy.
Why are we not there? I'm mad.
Because it's on Australia.
It is, but like still,
it's across the world.
They're about to have.
Still yesterday.
Oh,
is it
yeah,
still
it
yesterday?
might be. They might be sleep. They might be sleep
yesterday.
Sleep with tarantulas on their face.
Yeah.
But besides all that, that's about to be the greatest concert ever.
I'm jealous.
Straight back to back to back to back sing-alongs. Like every word is going to be sung along at that concert from start to finish. I don't even think Drake has to pick up a mic at that concert. I don't think he got to touch the mic. But we actually might hear that shit from here.
Yes,
300,000 people singing word for word, melody for melody, bar for bar.
Right.
Hey yo, but I feel we got off track. What was on before?
We were just talking about what does the moment look like and how what is
there's levels to the moment.
All right,
there's levels to the moment,
to get your first little deal to say, you know what, we're gonna see if this is a concept that we can invest in and that this will work.
All right.
What does that look like?
So at first that starts off right. You could get a deal in the underground, sort of somewhat being amongst other people that have things going for themselves. So not like getting yourself into a space, into a scene. You know what I mean? That will do you some justice. Now, it needs to be like, because I know personally, you know, like there are people who don't know these types of information. I was granted to know this type of things. But I know artists that got signed 3,000 views on YouTube. 15, 20 bands.
You know what? That's not unheard of, and I be seeing that. I be wondering, how? Who did you know?
No, you don't have to know no more. You don't have to. That's the thing.
Right.
You don't have to. They know.
Who's they?
The people in the building. They know. They get people who are that aware. Like back in the day, motherfuckers were retarded. If you wasn't working with that producer or if you weren't in that studio, like it was at that point before. But now as time evolves, things move faster. You need people with bigger eyes, more or less. So now you got people in the building and they're tapped in. They're cool with this manager, that manager, that manager, that producer, this rapper. They know who's about to come up because they see who this producer's working with now, who that producer's giving features to, who the fans are talking about. Like the fans will tell you, the scene will tell you themselves. Like they're gonna respond to things. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he just dropped, but it's not moving as much. He dropped and it's buzzing, even subtly. You know, you got this little guy talking about, you got this guy talking about it. This guy's talking about it. Like, everything moves, I want to say, in platforms. Like, you got small rappers and small platforms are talking about them. And then next thing you know what, they just, like, platforms that are just a little bit bigger, they start to acknowledge them slightly. People are aware of that shit, you know what I'm saying? And in these offices, in these label offices, especially the underground, shit, fuck the underground, it don't even matter. Label offices in general, they got people that are aware of the underground in there. They got people who are no longer underground. They signed artists who went on to be successful. They're more successful A&Rs, paying attention to a bigger fan base, a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying? So there's literal levels to all of it. As an underground rapper, you might start up with a $15,000, $20,000 deal. You're gonna go up. Next thing you know, you get that little $500,000 or maybe that $100,000 deal. Like it starts small.
Right, and again, that's just to say, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you this much for what? One song, just to see, or like a couple songs.
It won't even be one song.
It'll be a couple of songs just to see
It'll
what you do.
It'll be a couple of tracks, but they'll give you money for like music videos. So like they'll give you $15,000, $20,000, and they're gonna say, hey, we need you to record songs and shoot videos. You might have 10,000 to yourself. Fuck it. But we need you to make songs because they're gonna take those songs and they're gonna put that song. They're gonna pay these blogs for you. They got niggas like us on standby. Yeah, they're gonna tell you, oh, we got this nigga now. We need this. Boom. All right, here's a check for you. 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 And here's a check for you. Now those people are gonna be talking about you, and they're gonna go to the comments. Let's just say, for example, they're gonna go to the comments and they're gonna see how much is the audience
interacting with
taking this in.
Because again,
are people like
positive or negative? It doesn't matter.
Right.
But how much are they even talking? Period?
Right,
If
exactly.
they're talking at all.
Because people be faking shit. Back in the day, it was you got niggas faking likes. You got niggas faking views.
Comments.
You got niggas faking comments. You got niggas paying for ads, making it look like they're getting views. So they're fabricating everything. And then when you go and put it on a real platform, don't nobody got nothing to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I learned the game through that way, where I was like, why are you faking shit? Because when it's really coming down to it, there's nobody there to really even be there for you, in a sense. So now they kind of play the game. Like I understand why the game is like that now. Like, let's test the waters with the platforms. Just put you out there. We're gonna pay to put you out there instead of you having to pay to put yourself out there. But we're gonna pay to put you out there after you at least do something within your city. That's another thing people sleep on. That's why crabs in a barrel, it happens everywhere, but it's best for it to go away. Because a lot of times, you can get a deal just because your city hot. Swear to God, I've seen it happen. There's 4 rappers in your city that are buzzing crazy. Now, like the DMV. If you're in the DMV rapping,
that makes sense.
And you get one off, little 3,000 views in the week, somebody's coming to call you.
No, that makes sense.
Because the DMV is hot right now.
Yeah, and they never
so
know who the
sometimes it's about just waiting. You either gotta wait it out.
Something that my pops used to say all the time is like, yo, when blessings is coming to your neighbors and all that kind of stuff, be happy. That means because it's in the neighborhood. Your door is
in the
next.
neighborhood. Yes.
Like when you see somebody and that's another reason why I told my sisters the other day, you cannot be no hater. If it's one thing on God's green earth that you should strive to never be, is somebody who is jealous or hating on other people because that kind of energy is bad for you. Period. But but again, just to go back to what you're talking about. Yeah, if you see, oh, so and so's doing well and so and so's doing well, oh well, shit, I'm waiting for my turn because thank you because it's in the neighborhood. You feel me? Blessings is in the neighborhood. They come and knock you. You feel me? So you just gotta be prepared and do what you gotta do.
No,
you know?
yeah, it's a fact. So yeah, more or less, like what the moment looks like. There's levels to it. That's why there's not no real direct answer. It's more so on a small.
It sounds like there's. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're saying, it doesn't sound like there's a direct answer. But for example, once this parlay hits and I'm up 100, I know like from like what you talking about. I'm sitting there, I'm like, that makes sense. That means you could just do this for mad other people. Like it sounds like it's a very simple concept of okay, you have a song, bet. Let's get these 6. Let's get 5 Instagram platforms, 3 Twitter accounts, and 5 streamers. Pay each and every single one of them, and we're gonna do that 3 times for 3 tracks. And afterwards, we're gonna pay for some Spotify playlist thing to get your Spotify playlist looking good, and then boom, we got a deal. Right. It sounds very simple.
No, literally.
It sounds very simple.
Literally, I'm not even kidding. Literally.
Like if that's the case, again, chat.
Or you do something so good that it just went viral.
Yeah,
and now
and we say that. It could have been for one. It could have been for one song.
Right.
But it just based off of the response.
Right.
You know, I said 3 just because you might want to give yourself 3 chances at bat or 4 chances at bat because you never know what's gonna be the one. But it could be the first one. The first one you do.
To be honest, it doesn't even have to be the one. It could be the one everybody fucking hated. That's what I'm trying to understand. Like don't think it's just gonna be the good one. No. It's just going to be attention that comes from something you did. Because you could pay all that money, and on the 3rd run, everybody hate that shit.
Facts. But
you got everybody's attention, and they hate that shit.
But you got the engagement.
But you got the attention and the engagement. Now you got to leverage that. You know? It's either like, if I'm in my opinion, if everything's going good, don't acknowledge nobody. Fuck all you niggas. I'm up now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen it work that way the best for everybody due to the 48 powers of law. You know what I mean? Not giving too much attention to something or somebody. It just raises respect for you. I don't fucking get it, but it just happens. You can't get next to a nigga, you gonna try harder to get next to them. Or you're gonna try harder to prove that you're amongst these niggas or you're gonna be trying to fight to be bigger than these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a natural reaction. When niggas can't get next to you, they try harder. So now that they're trying harder, they're posting you, talking about you, pushing your narrative. Or the other side, hating you. But they're constantly talking about you while hating you, constantly posting you while hating you, constantly fighting this agenda that you're not good when people are convinced that you are because you've paid to convince them. Or your agenda is strong enough to convince them. Because what happens, and what people don't realize is happening, is this, right? Let's take Xavier Sobeys for an example. Xavier's my guy. Shout out Xavier. You know what I'm saying? But what I've noticed is going on in the jerk scene of things, and a lot of it is like, it's really a community and a space for people to feel like they're a part of something. Right. So everybody hates this music, but
they feel vindicated because everybody hates it. You just don't understand, bro.
Exactly. And that's what they say,
bro.
That's what they say.
Nah, you're just not in tune, bro. You
that's what
feel
they
this
say.
shit. I feel this shit. I've been seeing it on Twitter because I saw people going viral because Zias and them was reacting to this shit.
He just don't get it.
I'm sitting there, I'm like,
he just listened to Lil Bow Wow.
And guess what, right? The comments are even funnier because they're in the comments being like, bro, no, this shit is just genuinely ass. And they're like, bro, no, you just don't get it. You're unk. You just don't get it. Like
that happens. That's the agenda.
And they feel vindicated to defend this because you know what, I'm a part of something that not everybody else is a part of.
Exactly. So that happens. So that's usually what people don't realize. You're kind of paying to play because you're trying to garner attention to the point where you're creating that.
Yeah, you're finding an audience.
You just don't get it. Because nowadays, you can be a popular loser. Because it's gonna be a bunch of lame ass niggas just like you.
I hate that you even just said that shit because
It's real.
Everybody puts that shit on the fucking t-shirt.
Popular loner. No.
Fuck out of here.
Niggas need to start putting popular loser. You are a popular loser.
Right.
A bunch of lame ass niggas just like you have garnered around and you all got this lame ass fucking thing going on. And hey, go fuck off. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of that goes on. And I'm not putting that at Xavier. I know how y'all niggas get. Stop. Okay? Stop. I'm just letting niggas know you can have a group full of losers and prosper. And because you have attention, people will dumb themselves down
to try and accept it.
To accept it.
Yeah,
to accept you and to pick up on what you got. Bring it to the table.
Let's be real. That's what Cardi was. If we want to be honest, like. He started off, but niggas did not like that man at all, and it was like a small group.
Maybe I was.
They just kept pushing like, nah, y'all don't get it, y'all don't get it.
It is true. I remember being in high school and niggas
the biggest thing in the world now.
And now maybe there was shit before that I wasn't in tune for it. I was in tune for when it popped.
I was fucking.
You feel me?
I was fucking with that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, if not, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Mad at my niggas was lit. Like that was their guy. You feel me? That was their shit. That whole album. You feel me? So it's like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Niggas, man, ain't me. Like niggas fuck that shit. You feel me?
Classic.
So it's like,
classic ass song.
yeah, so it's like,
Nah, but see, Cardi's one of those cases, cause now that I think about it, bro, I never hated Cardi's mumble rap.
I don't think niggas was. I don't think
never
niggas hated on
hated
him. People didn't like.
I think
they didn't like Trippie Redd. I know they didn't like. Who else didn't?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say niggas didn't like Trippie.
Who?
Trippie.
He was on some emo shit, and niggas was like,
that's the thing.
nah.
See,
You feel me?
yeah, Trippie's always been very niche, but then emo became so trendy, being depressed,
Like Uzi and Juice.
it just brought niggas like Trippie straight to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Who
Especially
niggas used to not really like? Cause niggas always liked Uzi. Niggas always
Lil
liked-
Yachty.
Yeah, they didn't like him when he first came out either.
Niggas like that, bro.
That Minnesota. We get cold like Minnesota.
It was fake hard.
Cold like Minnesota.
It was
I
fake
hated
hard.
that at first.
Yeah,
that was one of the first songs.
That was a shift.
the first song to like
It was fake hard.
infiltrate my life.
Right.
I didn't ask for this shit to be all over the fucking place, and I couldn't escape it.
But niggas
That
love the broccoli song.
You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. It was one of. Do I want to say this? It was an ex-girlfriend of mine that got me to open up to Lil Yachty.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a crush on her. She was obsessed with Lil Yachty. I came to find out she was a little weird in due time. And it allowed me to, like, you know what? I'm gonna take this, like, you know, this automatic disdain that I have for Lil Yachty's music, because I'm listening to Meek Mill, Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas like that.
Speaking of
Drake.
I don't like the revisionist history that people are talking about Meek Mill, bro. Like, you guys are going back and trying to rewrite
It's his Twitter.
as if he was always like. I saw somebody say he was the village idiot, and I wanted to jump through the phone and be like, "Yo, you know you talking about Meek Mill? You feel me?
You know the infamous
I'm like,
YB
you know-
saying?
Huh?
Where you know the infamous YB saying when he's like, you think I got this far about being dumb?
Okay.
When he said that, I got that shit immediately. As a former, like, arrogant, ignorant, I don't follow the rules ass nigga, but still did pretty well for myself. It's like, you think I got this far because I'm dumb?
Right.
No. That's clearly not the case.
Yeah,
I obviously know exactly what I'm doing. Like, y'all just don't get it yet.
But like you said, it's that pushing that line of hate. Like
It's the pushing line of hate. You know what? Once you get niggas to accept the fact that you're worth hating on, you're fucked.
But Meek Mill, but Meek Mill is cemented, like really fucking like cemented. And people was like, oh, like I just don't like the narrative, and I get it. It's fun to go back and talk about. Oh well, like because again, right? They're also using it to like discredit Drake. Oh well, he just beat up on Meek Mill. That's like beating up on the idiot kid. It's like whoa.
yeah, no, I was gonna say
stop.
They was peers.
That was Meek Mill.
Meek
And I
was
was
ahead. Meek was ahead of Drake for
all
a
that,
minute.
I still didn't feel like Meek lost.
Mad people did it.
I just think
Well, no,
Drake got the bigger radio.
No.
Yeah.
Mad people knew that he lost. They just didn't care because that was Meek Mill. They knew they believed he was the better rapper. They believed that the streets got it. That's still Meek Mill. Fuck it.
Yeah,
like I had friends who was in. Like I vividly remember that beef. And one of my
Henry
boys-
Raymond.
That was my op. That was my op.
Yeah, I was
That's my brother, but that was
going
my
into that
op.
beef.
Right.
Meek was up on
Yes,
that,
because
actually.
people really respected Meek Mill, and they still should. And I don't like how y'all talking about him,
And then
bro.
when he dropped that
I don't like how y'all talking
four-piece,
about
when he
him,
dropped a
bro.
little four-piece off,
Right.
you know what I mean? Did he fake respond to Drake, but at the same time just gave niggas a little something? That shit was
Niggas
hard,
don't
but it went
know,
over
bro.
niggas' heads because we couldn't get over the fact that
It didn't even go over because then what happened, right? Then a couple he I gotta see because I know he dropped some shit in between, and then after they dropped Going Bad and everything was cool again. And after he went and dropped Expensive Pain, was that
You
the
know
album?
what? You know what? Yeah.
No, Championships, classic fucking album.
Expensive Pain was the.
That was the one after. That was
I think it was before.
no, that was
No,
after.
it was after. It was after,
Championships with the What's Free sample with Jay-Z and the
So 90K
What's Beef
first
shit,
week.
bro. It's like y'all don't know who y'all talking about when y'all see these tweets, and y'all just think,
Man, they don't know about fuck championships, man. They don't know about flamers.
bro.
They don't know about dream chasers,
Come on,
man.
man.
1, 2, and 3,
Come
man.
on,
Like
bro.
they don't get it. But you know what? You just kind of had to be there. And the fact that it was such a long time ago, they tried to. That's why they try to discredit it. You know, they're on some like yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. On Cardi's 10-year anniversary, yeah, them niggas gonna have a hard time when niggas is on Netspend now. and what woke up to niggas talking like me?
I don't know how much it
It's
matters.
Unk music.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Netspend is. You keep bringing him up, bro. You keep talking about this nigga, bro.
Oh my God.
Stop trying to force it, bro.
I just want you to know.
Stop trying to force these niggas, bro.
But honestly,
stop trying to force
Yo,
these
Jay,
niggas, bro.
Look, chat, I want y'all to know I'm posting this clip.
Netspend.
All right? I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Y'all heard what he just said.
Is this what he looks like?
Yup.
This blonde hair, blue eyed.
Yup.
Get the
Listen.
fuck out of here.
Chat, in the big, huge, ginormous 2025, JPR still doesn't know who Netspend is. And I'm not insulting you.
Right? It's not, how are you gonna insult me for not knowing this shit, nigga?
People need to know. Wait, no, you need to save it. You need to save it because we gotta say this for the YouTube.
The first reaction.
No, we gotta say this for the YouTube reaction because this is major.
You keep talking about
This is major. I can't lie. This is major.
That's how it happens.
No, this is
literally
what
how-
happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's like-
now,
And I know somebody's
Yo,
gonna
bro.
have this conversation about me someday. So
Exactly.
I respect it.
Exactly.
I respect it.
I was just
You know
about
what
to go there.
I'm not.
I was just about to go there.
You putting him in the conversation with Cardi talking about we're on this nigga now, and it's like, okay, cool.
Hey, bro, they calling him. You know, Osama. I don't know if I showed you Osama.
You keep talking about him too. That's another one you
Hey,
keep
look.
talking about.
Hey, look. They saying that's the next Cardi and Uzi, the big dude of this new generation. Look, I'm gonna say that again. They're saying Osama and Netspend are the Cardi and Uzi of our generation.
So which one of them has a lover's rage?
I would say Love is Rage. Which one of them has it?
I don't think they got that yet.
Netspend just dropped his first album.
When Uzi dropped
solid.
his first
That's
album,
solid.
did we all? What was Uzi's first album?
First.
I would say whoever has a Love is Rage, probably Osama's son.
Does he?
With Osama
I think
season.
You just said
With
Love is
Osama
Rage, bro.
season.
You
With
said
Osama season.
Come on, bro.
I think the real Uzi tape is what his first one was called.
Let me see.
But I would consider
2015,
Osama
Love is
season
Rage.
like
That's the
that.
first thing that he's got
Or
on
maybe
Spotify.
Flex Music. Maybe Flex Music. Because Osama son has more projects in.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi is like, I would say,
I really think this shit gonna work.
Do you think somebody has one of these?
absolutely not. But I would say it's Osama son.
I feel like Netspend could pull something like that out though.
Right.
One
but
project though.
He's the only one in.
See that video?
So he's
This
more
was
Cardi. He's
This
more
was Lil Uzi's first shit that he put out.
Dying.
No, he had other shit out. That's his first like official.
Official.
official
release.
debut.
Right.
Yeah, debut. Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. I don't know, man.
None of them have something like that to this caliber.
2015.
None of them have something like this.
This
that's
is 10
this
years ago,
memorable.
too. That's crazy.
Listen, nobody has
crazy.
anything.
10 years, bro. 2015.
Almost, yeah, almost.
That's crazy.
But actually, yeah, 2015. Yeah. Nobody has anything this memorable. You know what I'm saying? I would say in
So
the
then that means
underground
you
right
can't.
now.
So that means you can't say that they're the next.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I can't say that. Nobody has anything this memorable to me.
Okay.
And I was gonna say, yeah.
No, but
Because,
this was
yo,
impactful
now think
for
about it,
everyone.
bro.
But this shook up
In
the old heads.
2015,
Ebro was tripping out about this shit, bro. Like,
but he said it was whack, and he said Uzi ain't going nowhere.
and he was wrong as fuck. He was wrong as fuck.
Now,
to this day,
I'm gonna tell you
to
something
this
now.
day, he was wrong as fuck.
Now let me tell you
That's-
something.
yo,
Now let me tell you something. This is what the underground is trying to recreate. You got all these critics now saying, like niggas said Uzi wouldn't go nowhere, but that was Uzi. Y'all not Uzi. But y'all think if you continue on this path, you're gonna pull a Uzi moment where these critics said you would never be nothing.
And I hope
then
you do get it. 'Cause again, I'm not a hater, so I hope you do get it. But right now,
You know?
like you feel me? It's almost as bad. You ever see that sports take of that white dude? I forget his name, but he was talking about sports. He was like LeBron James, thank you, man. You can retire. We got Ben Simmons. It's like that's how I'm hearing you. That's how I'm hearing you talking about Lil Uzi and then after you bring up, oh, we got Nets fan. It's like, bro, what?
No, but if you would have compared Uzi
YouTube-
to Drake back in the day, they would have been saying the same thing. Like, Uzi ain't gonna be nothing like Drake. Like,
That's a fact.
You remember the
That's
first
a fact. Even though he's still not.
yeah.
But Uzi up.
But it's different. It's
Uzi
different.
rich. I wouldn't be surprised if Uzi was up
like
100
almost,
M's.
yeah, he's.
I wouldn't
like,
be surprised.
He did everything.
Maybe more.
He has a bad and bougie.
Nah, I looked it up recently. He's got like 4 songs over 2 billion views.
Yeah, no.
Listen, it's like
Uzi-
on one platform.
To me,
Like, that's
Uzi's
nuts.
still bigger than Cardi.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Just numbers wise, for sure.
At least
Cardi
at
has
least
not
to me and myself.
ever had a moment like Uzi. Maybe now. I think Cardi's stepping
His
into his
next-
Uzi era now.
But it's
after this next
think-
album.
Can we even say that? I don't know.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah. No, I ain't gonna lie. Cardi's doing things without an album that no artist has ever done.
Yeah.
Like, he's changing the game. Some niggas promote an album for a couple of weeks to a couple of months. This nigga done promoted an album for almost 2 years now. And he's done this with almost every album. He does that. He promotes albums
Yeah.
for years,
Is
bro.
he scared to drop?
Nah.
I
You
would...
think him and A$AP Rocky, you think they scared to drop?
ASAP might be scared because you got niggas that you were above, now blatantly is way above.
Right.
That's
ASAP Rocky's not selling 100K first week.
No, not
He
even
gonna
close.
juice it to do that.
No,
but I
not
get what
even
you
close.
mean. Like,
He might do 40.
Nah, he gonna push something. He gonna push a button. To
He might do
because it's
50.
gonna be embarrassing. If
He might do 50, 60 at the most. I'm
ASAP
gonna
not
lie.
selling 100K first week. I'll give him max 90K.
You think he's doing 90?
Max.
Damn.
What albums did 90 last year? I'm not gonna lie, it's a different level of, like, it's not the same as it was.
Well,
2020, 2021, 2022.
I've always argued that, especially as of recently,
It's not the
100K now is like
That's going platinum.
250K
Yeah.
2 years ago.
He might do 60.
Nigga, after they gave Jack Harlow 100K for his fucking album debut, I forgot what name it was. Nigga, going on, like, that's when they stopped bodying shit to automatically go 100K. Because after a while, selling an album and doing 100K first week was such a meta that labels were just fabricating 100K first week sales.
Yes, okay.
They created this bundle thing and all this other bullshit.
Maybe with the stream farm.
You know what I'm saying? And then the stream farms mixed with the bundles, so now it's like people picked up on that. Don Toliver actually kind of ruined it when he dropped the song, and they blatantly just botted it. Everybody was so aware of it. So now it's like, okay, people are like, labels are actually going towards more raw organic numbers. Like,
Lil Uzi just did 60 last year.
no promo and
What
promoted
do you
for
mean
like
no promo?
Bro, he posted it for like. He posted it one day and then dropped the album 2 weeks later. No snippets, neither.
Yeet.
We didn't even know what the album was gonna sound like.
He
did the
did
rock.
70.
You did 70, yes. Don
Don
Toliver did how
Toliver
much?
76.
Yep.
Juice WRLD 86.
Yep.
Yeet again 89.
Just
Congrats.
did
to-
86 first week.
Yes, bro.
They definitely paid blogs not to post that.
Gunna did 91. And Gunna's you think that
off of the jail hype.
you think A$AP Rocky is gonna do more than 91 and Gunna did 90?
Yeah,
I said
damn, that's
max.
changing my opinion.
He's gonna do 60.
Nah.
He's gonna do 60, 70 at
I'll
most.
give ASAP.
That's Rihanna's boyfriend. Like, you can't give him like
yo,
nothing, bro.
yo,
Like,
you gotta understand.
That's why you
You
say
gotta
that,
understand.
bro.
Yo, if you think niggas waiting for a Cardi album, don't even get into the Rihanna album. Yo,
Rihanna, oh.
I think
Listen, guys,
Rihanna would
leave her-
sell
first of all, leave her-
Rihanna would sell 300K first week right
She
now
might,
today.
no, for real. She might do 4. Like, shit. That is Rihanna, bro. It's different. And to be honest, she doesn't have to give us shit. She already gave us the slaps. I heard Rude Boy get on the radio. I was like, oh shit, come here, Rude Boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is you gave us, and sometimes that the problem is people are expecting. They're just so greedy. It's like, damn, give us more, give us more, give us more. Sometimes I'm here to give you these songs. Enjoy it. Say thank you. Leave me the fuck
also-
alone.
She also
Leave me
made
the
that
fuck
money.
alone.
She also made that money off that clothing design.
Yeah.
The clothing
Fancy.
brand.
She have a
and shit,
billion.
You know,
Fenty, makeup.
She
She's
doesn't
a billionaire.
Yeah, she doesn't need to be worried about.
She doesn't
what the
need no
fans are
boy.
worried about.
She-
You know,
yeah.
music wise and shit like that. She definitely doesn't have to worry about that. But
Yeah, shout out to you.
ASAP though, I see him selling no more than 90K, no less than 40.
Yeah. He can't do less than 40.
And I'll solidify a solid. Like I don't want to say Yeet is about to sell more than ASAP.
Yeet just sold
I think
89.
ASAP could do like 120. That's what Lil Baby did. You don't think he's got released as much?
Nah,
Pull
Lil
his-
Baby's way harder than
Lil Baby's-
ASAP. Yeah. But at the same
But
time,
like, yeah, you're not giving him no legacy. Like,
yeah,
Maybe.
we're not giving him legacy. We're not giving him enough legacy. We're not. We gotta remember who brought Cardi into this shit.
yeah.
We gotta remember what New York is. We gotta remember who he's married to, and we gotta remember that his last few singles did very well.
Man, he's gonna.
This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say.
The kid
If
is
he
coming
takes
before the album.
If ASAP takes the abstract route,
The baby's
where-
coming before the album, bro. We're not giving the album no time soon. He's fighting for his life on trial.
No.
Drake
I'm gonna
was
tell you
right.
right now.
Drake was
the
right.
album is gonna come after the case
Yeah, I
because
think so.
when he beats the case, you already
What makes
know.
you think? You see, that's the thing. People be doing shit, taking risks, and just saying when he beats the case. Bro, they got him on camera shooting somebody, and he turned down the plea deal.
But then apparently the guy's not going forward with it.
It doesn't matter.
ASAP Ness was it?
Mhm.
It was Ness, right?
I think so.
He's not. I don't know if it was Ness. It could be. Not too sure. I don't know if you're 100%. I'm not 100%. But apparently he's not following through with the charges. So whatever ASAP did could have just been a statement, knowing what's about to happen going forward. Because if I'm honest with you, if I know somebody's pressing charges on me,
They already got the jury sworn in. What do we like? Nah, this is. He's. I'm not gonna lie. He turned it down. He's about to fight for his life. Like this isn't again right. I had this conversation because I saw. Yo, shout out Lil Durk because I saw that again. His trial was his first court date was supposed to be early January. They moved that shit to November of this year. I said, oh.
well, that's
he's
also because they have
cooked.
That's because they have over 100 hours of phone calls and just so much evidence on Lil Durk that we understand that you think you got your little files on Pro Tools to prove that you're not a murderer, but we know you are, and yeah, you're just not getting off that easily. So
Do you know
now
how
you're
sick-
gonna make us actually do our fucking job and real life go through every single day of what we have on you.
Yeah.
Bro.
And they have to bring that to the court, let his lawyers know that, okay, we know this, so we're gonna give you this amount of time to, fight this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To let us know if it's even worth bringing it to the judge. Like, if you could explain basically what's happening right now with Dirk is they're trying to see how much they're able to bring to the court. Like,
Bro.
the prosecutors are
Just
trying
look-
to see how much Lil Durk's lawyers are not able to explain for compared to how much they're able to explain,
Bro, if you really look at the Lil Durk case, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I feel so bad. He might be filleted, bro. He might be
It's not
complete. He might be completely fish filleted and
He's
fried,
still
bro.
connected to the
Like,
Vaughn stuff too. Like,
huh?
He was still connected to the Vaughn
Yeah,
case that
because
they kind
again,
of
right?
just dropped off.
They put 2 capital murders on him. The revenge killing for his brother, and then the OTF shit for killing Quando Rondo's man.
Yeah.
That was paid for. But regardless, his trial was supposed to start in January. They said you're not even getting the first hearing until November of this year. I'm like, fuck. Like that's already pissing me off. But
That's
when you look
11
at
months.
on just waiting to see bro, I'd be like, yo, y'all got me fucked up, bro. Speedy, all right. But then after you talking about this ASAP Rocky shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
2 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm in New York on camera, and you just like. It doesn't matter if the victim is saying, "Hey, I don't want to press charges or not."
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, it's New York, semi-automatic rifle that you fired it. We don't even need this nigga. He's
Oh, and it was ASAP Rally.
Well, he also has a presidential pardon.
He might
you
have,
better pray and hope.
Trump is in office. Trump is
you better say, Trump, please. Trump, please. Like, he better, yo.
Like, yeah, Riri paid for them lawyers
You
because
think
he
the
got
guy's
the
gonna
money.
kill Rihanna if he starts begging Trump to save him?
I don't think he's gonna do that because when you have $1 billion, you don't need Trump.
Yes, the fuck you do.
No, you don't. When it comes to lawyer fees, no, you don't.
Oh no.
No, you don't. Like,
No,
But here's the thing, right?
No, no,
Fuck the lawyer fees. There is no amount of money that's gonna get you out of certain situations. You can have all the money in the world. If they want you, they have you, and that's it. Unless you have somebody above them saying, nah, that's my guy. Let him go. Yo, bro, come home. You feel me? That's just it. You can pay as much money as you want to. All of it is going to waste. Nigga, we caught you. It is what it is, alright? And we gonna give you 20. We gonna give you the max of wasting our time. You didn't want to plea out to this shit. Oh, I got something for that ass. You feel me? You think, oh, I got money. I'm gonna get out of this. We got something for you. 25 years. Oh fuck, man. And again, this is why I be saying, yo, rappers, it's okay to cap in your raps. Just don't be about it in real life, bro. Like, dude, you did what you had to do. If you were lucky enough to get away with all the dirt that you was doing. Get away with it. Get your money. Hey.
Run it up and change lanes. Like Central C said, and he just put out a very good album, man. You know what I mean? Labels don't care if you're a murderer, you know what I mean, as long as your records sell.
Yeah.
You know, if your records is selling, we don't care what you're doing, how you doing it, you know. Sell those fucking records, nigga. You know, but then life gets in the way. Reality hits. And they shelf you and act like they never fucking knew you.
It doesn't fucking matter if you got your money, man. If you got your money, you're a smart man, you're a smart individual. You take that shit, you flip it, go get you. Hey, congratulations. If you were able to get $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $1 million, $2 million in a year or two of work, and then after they shelf you, but you got the money, nigga, that's more money than a lot of people work for in their entire fucking lives. Go flip that shit. Go get yourself a couple car washes, you feel me? You chillin'.
Some real estate, you know what I mean? Something you gotta do, no, hell yeah. But no, so...
You wanna talk about the streaming shit and Akademiks and Black Boy Max and
Jace
Vs
Central C and stuff like that. Central C was just on Black Boy Max stream. Basically, you know, doing one of those in the booth things, you know, and in the mix of all that, same, you know, a couple hours later, you know, you got Akademiks. He in a he's in a Discord call with Nour, basically. You know, him and his chat niggas, and they're in a Discord call with Nour, and they're kind of just like, you know, pushing their boundaries, kind of forgetting they're talking to a 15-year-old kid.
Is that what we're calling it?
So, yeah, they want to say he's grooming a 15-year-old. I don't really know what that's all about. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right. I heard he said some weird shit.
So from what I saw, I'm not going to say this is grooming, right? But it was definitely weird as hell.
Let's see what the definition of grooming is. What is the definition of grooming?
Let's look into that before we go anywhere else.
What? Because I saw some, hey man, he was saying some weird shit to a little kid, and the little kid he sounded like he was weirded out too.
Oh, yeah, you think he seemed uncomfortable?
What is grooming? Sexual grooming is the action or behavior used to establish an emotional connection with a vulnerable person, generally a minor, under the age of consent, to lower inhibitions with the objective of sexual abuse. Okay, so that is not the definition of what was going on there. However, he was being weird and sexual, like making weird ass remarks.
Weird remarks. So what he was telling Nour was, from the clip that I saw, he kind of was just like, like it's
he
like
said mad shit about, oh, you scared? We gonna you know what? It could be because again, if you're talking about, oh, we gonna send some strippers to your house so they can fuck you, and the kid's like, oh man, like chill out. And and he's like, what you mean? Like, you know, I heard another one of the niggas like, yo, you know, mad rappers lost their virginity to an older lady. What's wrong? Like they saying mad weird shit. The kid's like, his little white boy too. He's just like, mom, like leave the kid alone.
Yeah,
what are we doing? You know what I mean?
They were pushing their boundaries and you know, just being weird. Like there isn't no prolific or like, you know, big word to use for this situation other than this was really weird and awkward. The kid's 15 years old. y'all are in your mid-20s, low 30s. You know, there's a definite age gap between what's going on here. And there's no means for you to ever be mentioning Max's sister. Like, you've never met
What did
Max.
he say about her?
So he
Something about, would you...
so if Max's sister was going to let you fuck, would you let her... Like you know, if Max's sister was going to let you pipe, would you pipe?
Which is
And,
weird.
like, you know, it looks like they were trying to see if Nour is a little, you know, fruity for Max because the way he expresses himself, like, you would think this is Max's side bitch happy for him because he's growing.
But he's a little kid, it's a little
Yeah, he's a
dog.
little
I mean,
kid,
it's
but
like-
I'm not gonna lie. As a little kid, I was not expressing myself in a fruity, in a fruitalicious way. I was not expressing
But how can you even
my
say it's
happiness
fruity?
for no other. All right,
Like, that's the thing.
You
right?
gotta be there.
When you're I don't watch
you
it.
gotta
I don't know.
like he openly glazes Max.
Right, but that's little kid shit. Like, they just say shit without,
Were
like...
you glazing anybody as a little kid?
Who was there to glaze?
This is
It
the
was just
speed
me and my
generation,
homies, bro.
Kids is
Goku.
different.
I glazed Goku. I was like, yo, that nigga, I want to be super like me.
Goku's not real.
You know what I mean? Like,
Goku is a superficial person.
right.
So it's not even like first of all, admiring anybody to the point where
What
this is your role model, that's a fucking sin.
It's not bad to have role
Idolatry.
models. It's bad to have idols.
It's not bad. Idolization is a sin.
Right.
So he kind of like idols Max. You know, Max is like his idol almost. Not saying this is a bad thing.
Because again, from an innocent kid's perspective, it's just, yo, man, like, this is somebody who he's got fame, he's got clout. This
Yes.
is my friend. We're
Yes.
growing up together. I like, yeah, man. Like,
from
I'm
the outside-
gonna support my man. I
Now,
don't give a fuck.
From the outside looking in, some people might look at it a little weird.
So you're saying that's where the Akademiks were coming from?
So
They were
I'm
looking at
not
that
saying
a
that's
little
where
bit.
Akademiks are coming from, but I understand that I understand why they would be trying to.
If they wanna troll him, if they
I
wanna
understand
troll him,
they're
glazing
trolling
jokes.
that way because that's what they see. You know, they see this kid who, you know, obviously you know what he does for Max, but what he
What
does
does he
for
do?
Max.
Wait, what? Now, I don't know what.
So
that-
he's a
what does he do?
moderator. He moderates his Discord.
Okay.
So, and the Discord has a lot of people in there.
And I'm sure he gets a little bit of money for it, right?
People, so he
Even if he was doing it for
so
free, he
that-
feels like he's a part of something.
Exactly. So Ack is kind of looking at it from the outside, like, let's see what this kid, like, who this kid really is. Like, is this a joke, or is he just like, you know, actually obsessed with Max? Now they might know deep down inside that this is just an internet thing. But I feel like he felt like this is how he can get close to Nour and act like he's aware of Nour and who
I'm gonna
Nour
get close to you by
because
keep asking you about who you want to fuck, and you keep talking.
it's weird.
how
It's weird. It's weird. Like he didn't approach him. He didn't approach the situation or the people in the right way. But I think he approached it in a way where this is all I know about you. I only see like.
But when has the kid? Wait, has the kid ever made any sexual remarks about anybody? Because if he doesn't, I don't know
sexual.
why. Why do you?
Wait,
Why,
wait.
like why?
Sexual? No.
Okay, so
Sexual? No. Now, very fruitalicious, flirtatious,
like
comments
like are you
towards Max.
Are you talking about complimenting, saying like, bro, you look good? Like what are we talking about here? Because if it's just
Yo,
nah,
I don't watch Nour enough and Blackboy Max enough to, you know, say verbatim.
Because if it's just,
I know.
like, nah,
I've seen Nour enough, and I know I keep saying Nour and Nour because I'm
don't
still
know
trying
what
to
the fuck his
debate
name
which
is.
one it is.
yeah, I don't know this.
But I've seen enough to know that like every time I see something, it's like shout out my nigga Dabo. Like, every time I see Dabo, he's just glazing Cardi. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody were one time like, yo, like if Cardi actually
You've
gave you
never
the
had-
opportunity,
you-
would you take it?
what? Nah, that's fucking.
You gotta see it,
that's
bro.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yo, Dabo was
yo.
on stream acting like Cardi was fucking him. Wait, yes. On stream acting like Cardi is slow stroking him while listening to his music. His music.
But what does it have to do? Let's get back on topic. Let's get back on topic, right? Because
And mind you, I don't agree with Ack. I'm just there are people who don't, but people like you. You wouldn't know that there are niggas. Like they glaze these niggas to the point where you would think they're gay for them. That's part of the joke.
I've seen
part of the joke.
I see that
Part
from
of
people
the
who like glaze about LeBron and shit. Like, oh my god, my
It's
story
like a
is king.
LeBron sexual.
Like, yeah, you feel me?
Yes.
I know that.
Act should know better.
But
Act should know.
But in
Act should
this
be able to
situ-
read between
all,
lines.
all I'm
you know?
trying to say is like I've been big bro to mad little kids, you feel me? And it's like they see me, they admire me, we see what's up, da da da, and it's like oh yeah, bro, like and anything I do, they hype it up, da da da.
But
like,
they're not infatuated.
And maybe sometimes I might like in my head, if it was anything else, I might be like, oh bro, chill out, you being a little. But it's like I know you just a little kid, you just whatever fuck. It's just little man's in them, you feel me? Whatever, cool. So that's what I'm saying. Is like if the kids never said no shit like, oh my god, you're so fine. This, that, that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he said that though.
But if you like, yo, can you see?
Like I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, "Oh man, Mac looks so good today on stream." Like these are the jokes that these niggas make. You know?
But I also know how white kids are in general. You feel me?
He's
like
Malaysian, so he lives in Palestine or something like that. He lives in Malaysia with like 6 siblings. So this is what
That's even more reason for the happy.
So Act spun it into this whole. Oh, I wasn't grooming him. We're talking to the kid and he's crying because he's poor and he's not making no money off of Max. So the homies decided to give him some bread and we just kind of fucking with him because, you know, I'm tapping in with the 5-star community. So Act kind of got a little entitled. He kind of turned this into, I ain't posting Max no more. $3,000 a clip. Yeah, they gonna have to pay that now. You know, I'm not tapping into them. I'm not giving attention to their situation. I don't think Act knows that. Max don't need Act. 5-star don't need Act.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like chat niggas and 5 stars, the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's the thing, right? Akademiks is so used to being able to pop a certain shit about him. Because for a little bit he was the first and the only in the space operating the way that he was.
Yep.
So it seems like, because I don't know these people personally, but it seems like he's so used to being able to pop that. I built my platform. I built this. I have that. Y'all need me more than I need y'all. And he doesn't realize that's not the case anymore. It's watered down. This is not the complex everyday struggle days anymore.
Nope.
It's not this is not those days anymore. It's not the days where if Akademiks doesn't talk about it, then it's old news.
Nobody can talk about it.
Like,
Exactly.
there's mad people that people can go to now that are fake more in tune. Like people respect their names more a little bit because Ak has also gotten in situations where people they don't respect his name, and he also has that chip of, man, I need to make these niggas respect me. You feel me? Like
what Act and people don't notice, and this is where like things that I see firsthand. It's like you think it's a flex acting like you don't know Jace. You think it's a flex acting like you don't know Summers, Can, Xavier, Subbase. You think that's a flex? You think the niggas that you're talking about are still listening? You think like those niggas are listening to YB and Drake, the niggas that you glaze, the niggas that you think only matter. You know, these niggas are listening heavily to entirely different niggas. So when you make it known that you have no idea who these niggas are, now it's more of an incentive to not even come to you.
Yeah.
Now we won't even go to you for more insight. We know who Ack is, but you don't know who we're listening to and who we're paying attention to now.
Right.
So now there's no reason to even come to you.
that's almost like Stephen A. Smith, and I know him like Cooper Flag or some shit like that.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
you're Stephen A. Smith. You're a journalist for sports. It's your job to pay attention to all this shit.
You know?
And it's like, we know that you love having these LeBron debates. We know you love having these LeBron debates. But there are upcoming news. Every year there's a new class of these upcoming, like, 5-star recruits and all this type of stuff that you got to know about. You know what I mean? If you don't know about it, and then on top of that, you're like, Cooper Flag, who the fuck is he? He's not
Exactly.
fucking... Like, it's like, whoa.
Mind you, he went to Duke and
Yeah, but that's like, again, that
Fuck that.
like that's the point I'm making, because you're sitting here talking about these underground artists who are fake, not like they're not really they're underground, but they're like
There's tiers. There's tiers.
Because again, right, you say the names, and I'm not super tapped into the underground, but I know all those names. I might not be tapped into their music, but I've seen it enough.
You've seen
and
it
whenever I'm on
grapevine,
YouTube looking for beats, I be seeing this type beat, that type beat, this type beat. So I know who you are. Obviously you have something going for you, but it's like, for you to be, this is your job. You feel me? Like, this is what your job is, to talk about this shit and to be the investigative journalist, right? You gotta pay attention, you know?
You have to. No, yeah, exactly. So, and that's a big part of why I always felt like staying down on the ground is a lot more important than going to the top and waiting for things to catch to end up on your table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get through a lot faster. People respect you a lot more when you catch it beforehand, as opposed to like niggas like Kai Cenat, who don't really even know niggas like Opium, who are solidified now.
Mm-hmm.
You should know Opium hits by now and certain shit. So now it's like you could tell there's somebody behind closed doors kind of giving them insight on what to act like you should know, because there's lore behind it.
Right.
And it benefits you to act like you know this as opposed to being a real fan.
Yeah. Do you think that's
Fans are starting to point that out now.
I was gonna say, do you think that's kind of what Ak was doing with teaming up with Max and them? Is
Yeah,
kind of being
so
like,
so he was trying to, you know,
to like maybe pull some of them in,
trying to
be
build
like,
that bridge between
I'm the big bro, you're the little bro.
You're the little,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
because at the
showing
end
love
of the
to your
day,
page.
you've never seen Ak reach out to Max for anything, and we've always went to Ak. No matter what, it's gonna end with Ak. You know what I'm saying? If it's big enough, it's gonna be on Ak shit. You know what I'm saying? So now that you see Ak on Max's shit, it's gonna look like it's benefiting Max. Max is smart enough to know Ak is not benefiting me. Whether Ak is here or not, I'm gonna be 25,000 deep. He's not. When Ak is live, he's anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000 deep, 10,000 deep.
Really?
Yes. Max is
Is that more than
automatically no. Max Akademiks is on a good day 10,000 deep, unless it's Drake and
Nah, that's true,
Kendrick.
actually.
He's not going to be anything more than 50,000 deep. Max might be 25,000 deep, just him, just streaming for the rest of the night.
And these are people that are paying monthly to watch your shit?
They're not paying. Not all of them are paying monthly, but if you're not, but he's doing it on Twitch. So Ak is 20.
How does Twitch work?
Ak is 10,000 deep between Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. So YouTube might have 1,000, maybe 700. Twitch might have 1,200, maybe 400. Rumble might have.
Is this accurate?
Accurate.
This sounds very low.
I know.
Yeah.
Ak has not realized that. He has not noticed that. Now, Ak is definitely doing better than, like, he's, like, no, there's levels to it. There's levels to, when it comes to clout and attention, there's so much levels to this shit. And that's something I realized because there were times where I thought I was at a point where I'm really not. So, like, you would think you're there, and you be like, oh, well, okay, this was a moment, not what it really is. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this internet shit. You know, some niggas, they get to a level where they've never been before, and they're not able to recognize that. So now they genuinely feel like they bigger than they are. Some niggas have basked in a moment for so long that they don't even realize that you're not there no more.
That moment's gone.
Like, Max is surpassing Kai. Max was 2 times as... Max had 112,000 people in his live the other night, while Kai had 50,000. Now, 50,000 to a nigga like me, I'd be blessed.
Right.
You kidding me?
That's
I can only do 1,000 to 2,000 on my stream if there's something that big going on. That's not my organic fan base. You know, so there's levels. If I'm 1,000 deep, tap,
Some shit
let's
is going
fucking go. Some
Yeah.
niggas are 1,000 deep on a regular. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas can't get 1,000 niggas in their life ever, but they can still do 200,000 views on a video. There's
what that audience
levels
is, yeah.
to this internet clout shit.
What's
you know what I'm saying?
the most valuable? If we're gonna compare,
Niggas
Every
watching
time-
you live.
every time I
I
drop,
wanna
so this is right. Every time I drop, I'm gonna lay some snares out, right? Person A, every time I drop a video, 200,000 to 400,000 views. Person B, every time I go live, 50,000 people. Person C, every time I go live, 10,000 views. Every time I drop a video, 100,000 views. Who would you rather be, and why? And who's in the best situation and why?
The guy getting, you said 50,000?
50,000 live
The
viewers.
guy getting 50,000 live viewers. Because
Why?
Now it depends, right? Is there a scenario where he's getting 50,000 live every time he goes live?
Every time you go,
That guy.
every single person I've
That
seen,
guy.
that's their reality.
That guy. The guy getting 50,000 viewers live every time he goes live because now he's probably built himself to the point where he's live long enough. If you're getting 50,000 viewers alive, you're probably streaming 12 hours a day. If not, you're a fucking retard. But he's streaming, so that 50,000 at the end of the stream is probably like a couple 100,000 to a couple of million.
What do you mean?
Because 50,000 concurrent views is like everybody's not staying the whole time.
Right.
That's 50,000 people coming in and out.
Yeah.
So imagine you got like your end goal, the end video is gonna be a couple 100,000 to a couple million daily,
views,
as opposed to that 10,000 views in what, a day or a week, or that couple 100,000 off that one video drop. That dude with 50,000 viewers is probably gonna surpass him in a couple of hours, as opposed to that 24-hour span or that 7-day span or even that 48-hour span. The guy with 50,000 live, like if he were to do 50,000 live, you can only imagine what he would get if he wasn't live and you gave it time to just grow. Because the dude who got 200,000 views in one day, maybe 1 week, he's not gonna get 50,000 viewers if he goes live.
Cause
he might get maybe 1,000.
Right.
You know, but the guy who gets 50,000 viewers when he goes live and he drops a video, he's probably gonna do 600,000 to 700,000 to 1 million views same day if he would have dropped an upload.
now, do you think it's
Imagine 50,000 people sitting around waiting, as opposed to 50,000 people who just found out and heard about it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Right.
that
You gotta be bigger.
level of engagement is probably more valuable. Of like,
Exactly.
people willing to tune into you. Is a different level.
Exactly. Like if you can get 50,000 niggas live, you're gonna do so well with a post. I'm not even gonna lie, because 50,000 is just one of those numbers. Like 50,000 live,
That's like TV numbers, like almost.
like 50,000 live
Shit.
and 1,000 live, big difference. Big difference.
Oh, for sure.
Like your average TBS network is doing like, 50,000 live. That's why streaming is knocking these niggas at the ballpark, because you got one individual nigga randomly making up some things to do for the day on his computer, pulling as much views as a TV network.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that TV network over the course of a month, you know what I mean, with 1 to 2 episodes spanning every week for 30 days, you're gonna do good. But that's a production team, a marketing team,
It's been crazy,
all
bro.
types of shit. Everything is going into that. You got
Everybody
this
with a
one
salary, too.
nigga.
With a camera.
Everybody's got a salary too.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got one nigga on a salary for what, 60,000, this thousand, that thousand, so it's 40,000, $30,000 a year,
Right.
and then you got this YouTuber making $200,000 a month. This streamer making $200,000-$300,000 a month. You feel me?
Is
He
that
makes
how much
enough.
they're making them up?
Max is making upwards of about 100 after tax. Yeah, about 100,000, 125, 150,000 a month of Twitch. only.
Now, okay.
Plus YouTube.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Plus
that's
YouTube.
just the straight money
Shit.
from Twitch, not
Yes,
even, like,
but that's
other
the
stuff
sub
you-
money.
Max
And now
versus
ad.
Jace. Now
Max
Max
probably making Max probably making about 200K to 150K a month.
So now
Minimum.
for an artist like Jace, underground artist but popping. Now what does that look
Jace
like?
is clearing $15,000 to $20,000 a month off Kick. He's also
Is
making.
he a streamer? So what? He's
Yes, off streaming. The label has nothing to do with that, so that's all his money. I've seen it. I've seen it. And I've been to Jace's house multiple times around the time where it's time to get paid, to the point where I thought he was
So
doing
what
it
does
on
he
purpose.
do on stream? Like what
He's-
is people
so Jace
doing?
is a
as
big
an artist. What is he doing on
So
stream?
Jace is a mainstream rapper that couldn't go mainstream due to his allegations. So he was able to just hoard all of his fans.
Right.
Like mainstream fans, you're making money off people who heard you once, never heard you again. Maybe tapped into your song to see if maybe they like you now, whether they do or don't, and your organic fan base.
But what the fuck are you doing on stream for out like? Cause
We gotta cut that part out though. I just remember I can't.
you can't pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bleep it. Just bleep it.
Right.
Just because we're having the conversation.
I didn't even know. I forgot we was on camera.
Right. But okay,
yeah.
right. So now that's okay, right? Back to streamer versus the artist, right? Again,
As an artist, I can tell you right now, he's making more than $30,000 a project. Anytime he drops a project, he's getting a check.
But that's not per month, right? Because then per month
the label gets that. So per month,
is he popular enough to get paid to go to do pop-ups and go to go to clubs and stuff like that?
Yes, he just doesn't. Well, all right. He's in the underground, so you're not doing walkthroughs. Nobody's doing a walkthrough as an underground artist. You're getting show money. Does Jace have enough lore to go on tour? Yes.
Yeah, no, but I didn't ask about. I'm talking about like, all right, let's say we run it up, right? Let's say we run it up, and we take the artist route, right? We're not streaming, and we're getting consistent money for. Every time we do a song, here's another this, here's another that from the label, and we're building a buzz. Is an artist are these underground artists, whether it's a Benji or a Jace or whatever, are they getting booked to come to clubs and are they getting the brown paper bag money, the 15, 20 to come out on the weekend?
15, 20, no.
10, 5.
Their show prices are in the 5s and 10s. Jace can probably do a show right now for about 20,000.
Right, but that's
You know what? I wouldn't even say that. I would say Jace can do a show right now for anywhere between 15. I'll say 15K would be a good number. So
that means the streamers is really wiping down.
You know what?
Bro.
You know what?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's really wiped down. It's not even close.
It's not close. It's not close. No.
Because I'm sitting here, because the only way it would have been close is if you said somebody who are as popular as these guys, if they go out 3-4 times a weekend because, all right, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all these clubs is paying me 15, 20 to show up, then I'd be like, okay, cool. Then it's roughly about the same. There are certain artists,
but you won't last as an artist if, all right, see also, finish what you were saying, then I'll finish.
Because I can see, again, right, because a dude like Chef G, I know he can get 20, every weekend he go outside, 20 every place he show up. You feel me? I know it. I like that. I know he can get.
For Chef.
He in New York he can definitely anywhere he go. I'm sure he can get at least 10 to 20.
Yes.
You feel me? At least 10 to 20
Absolutely.
minimum just to pull up and hang out at the club.
I say 15 for Chef. So Jace might not be 15. I say 10. Anywhere between. See now.
Can you ask him?
I'll say 10. No, I asked him before. Jace wants $100,000 for a show. That's very unrealistic. I had this conversation with Jace less than 72 hours ago. Okay,
right.
I swear I might be kidding. From this very day, I'll show you right now.
Again, you're gonna have. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do a lot of editing when you're gonna have to.
I'm stitching. I ain't even gonna cut this part out. I'll even show you. So you know. What's that? Wednesday? It's the last time I spoke to Jace.
Right.
And what's today? Saturday. He literally less than 72 hours ago. You got Friday, Saturday. No, you got Friday, Thursday. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So about 72 hours ago almost. So and he was talking about 100.
That's what he wants. Everybody wants it because it sounds nice to say. Hey, I get 100 a show. It sounds great to say, so you can put it in your bar. Niggas been rapping about getting 100 a show before you even got paid $1 to come to a show.
Jace's thing with wanting $100,000 a show is because he knows he's got so much beef and controversy out there that he needs to do a show that's worth leaving his house. Because he's making money off just music. You know, leaving his house.
But time out. You say he's making money off of just music, and I get it. Like in the world of regular people, where $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year is good money. Yeah, if I drop a project, if I'm dropping two,
he's making more than $100K.
Yeah. So I get. I said
and he just turned 20.
In that world of people, to where it's like, all right, bet I can drop 2-3 projects, and I'm getting $30,000 each project. I'm cool. Then it's like, yeah, but that's like, it's not a bag. You feel me? Like it's a bag, but it's not like, oh, I'm up. You feel me? That's just like I'm a dentist right now. Like I'm making good dentist money. You feel me? He's making like it sounds like if you're getting only $30,000 a project, you make good dentist money. Especially because then you have to drop at least 3 projects minimum, and then you're barely making entry level.
Yes and no.
90 because is like entry level, associate level, 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now you gotta think about this too, like.
And I'm not talking about the streaming and the other stuff, like the streaming.
Just off the
because I'm talking about just music. How are you getting paid from music?
$90,000 off music,
and that's 3 projects. That's 3 full projects, right?
It is some good money. I'm not gonna lie.
It's good money.
Now, well, you gotta understand also with artists, like it's hard to use an artist like Jace as an example because
I don't know. I can't say
I'll
it's
tell
good
you
money.
why. I'll tell you why. No, it is good money, bro.
It's good money to make from music from your passion because it shows that you can multiply it. But I'm talking about just to live off of that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit ain't
At
no
21.
money. Bro,
20?
That's even worse, bro.
19?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That.
I cleared at 20, 21, 22, 23. I cleared a lot of money those years, and I just burned through it like a motherfucker because I wasn't smart. You feel me?
But was it coming from like, and it's not even like no offense,
Right.
but like
it wasn't coming from my passion. No.
For it to be coming from a passion,
right.
It separates the ballpark. Like some niggas could run up 90 to 100 in a trap, but the day-to-day hands-on work and risk that comes with that, as opposed to being good enough to just do something and acquire that kind of money, big difference. Like I used to go work 40 hours a week to pull in the same amount of money in a week as I pull in waking up at 9:30 now. I don't know where this 9:30 shit started coming from because I was a 7 a.m. nigga, but like you find a way to like make it work for you. And I would rather make the same amount doing less amount of work as I was before. You know what I'm saying? Going to work for 40 hours a week and then doing what I'm passionate about on the side with the amount of time that I had left, compared to
doing it full time. Yeah.
Doing it full time and making the same amount.
It's a different lifestyle.
It's a whole different lifestyle. So, like for example, making $90,000 a year but working 70 hours a week, as opposed to
40. Because I'm not gonna lie, doing.
I don't know too many. Alright, 70 might be pushing it.
I know a lot. I know a lot.
But
I know a lot.
40 hours a week.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
90K.
Yes, bro. That is not unearned right now.
How much college debt are they in?
Huh? A lot of people aren't, bro. I'm so go talk to I'm not I'm not gonna snitch in the profession that I'm in right now. You feel me? But there's a lot of people who are like one level above me. They making that comfortable, 40 hours a week.
Okay.
Like they.
Well, there is.
So it's like
no, you're right.
That's,
You're right.
That's entry level or so like no, not entry level. That's associate level. So that's one step above entry level.
Yes.
You feel me?
But now
it's like
if we use Jace as an example,
quick.
it does.
Especially if you're trying to look fly, you gotta go out, you gotta maintain a lifestyle. That shit is gone.
Right. But now, if we use an artist like Jace, if we use an artist like Jace,
that's not even 10 a month, bro.
And
That's 85. I think
your average isn't making.
I think it's 85 or 9K a month.
Your average isn't making 9K a month. Gonna be honest.
What are you talking about? Average
the
what?
average American isn't making 9K a month.
I'm talking about artists right now. I'm talking about artists and like
now 90K a year as an artist is a little bit of money.
It's great money
in the music business
to be making it from your passion, but it's not like, oh my god, retire me.
No,
if I like again, right? Let's say we drop all this stuff, it works, the label's paying, I would still be working. I wouldn't quit my job.
But now imagine making 100K a year as an underground artist.
I still couldn't quit my job.
You can make that.
Right.
No, you're quitting your job if you're making 100K off of music.
Bro, that is $8,000 a month.
Rent on average is anywhere between
we're talking about $2,000 to $2,500 a month.
With a car, if you're paying $1,500 a month for your car, you still got enough. Decent amount.
What are you talking about? No.
If you got $4,000 a month left after rent, car insurance, and bills, you got a decent amount of money. Now you add that 4,000 times 12. You saved almost fucking 50K in.
So you didn't go. So you didn't
just spending money.
So you did. So first, all right, right. Let's do some basic little math. And I'm telling you this.
I'll
because
tell you this right now.
I'm trying to tell you,
I'm not making $8,500 a month right now. I'm not making $80.
I'm this close.
I've had $8,500 a month.
Right.
You know? But like, I'm not on a stable income where it's like, no matter what you gotta pay me.
You see, I was right. It was $8,300 a month. Is
Yes.
$100,000 a year, right?
Yes.
So let's take out already $2,500 for your rent, right? So now you're at $5,000, right? You forget niggas have to pay tax. You feel me? Like, all right, you know what?
Taxes come out.
The tax. All right. So first, all right. See, I found this out that like, do working, bro. That should be mad. I be pissed. Like, I'm talking about $1,500 off the check just from tax.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Like, but okay, let's pretend this is tax free, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let's pretend you're just getting the lump sum of money from these people.
Or say this is
$500 or $35,000 every project. You drop 3 projects or some shit like that, right? Cool. You just spent $2,500 on your rent, right? You got $5K left over. You drive a nice little modest Honda with car insurance. You got another $1,000, right? Because let's say you don't have your rapper car just yet, or you went because you want to keep up appearances.
a lot of those rappers cash out.
Or go get a nice little lease. Go get a nice little lease, right? You're still paying $1,000 a month. Boom, four bands a month, right? Niggas gotta eat, right? And then I'm not talking about, and you're an artist, right? You want to
feeding other people.
You gotta, and then who else do you have to pay? You have to pay marketing. You have to pay for studio time. You have to. So what? You talking studio time? At least $500 a month. 3 to 5. Because I work out a deal. I worked out a deal with the studio that I go to now, right? I get 20 hours of studio time for $300 a month. Awesome, right? But I know that the standard rate is $50 an hour. You know what I mean? So you're an artist, right? $50 an hour. So you got studio time, mixes, beats, going out.
most of these kids are recording themselves, so they're giving them money to buy equipment.
Yeah, because you don't have to. As an underground, you don't have to have that high quality.
So when I talk underground because that's what we're gonna see 5 years from now. So a lot of times you're not spending that money on studio time no more. But everything else you're saying is true. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Promotion. You gotta pay for
that's not coming out your money.
It's not coming out my money, so I don't have to.
Well, it is.
I don't have to pay nobody on my
It is, but I'll tell
promotion.
you the way a record deal works. If they gave you $20,000, you probably got $30,000 in marketing and production. So you got $20,000 to go do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Get yourself a spot. Go buy yourself equipment and go make yourself likable and personable and get yourself out of a situation to where you could actually make music. And then we have a budget for you to do your studio time and shoot your videos or whatever the case is.
I'm just speaking from because I just know how fast 20 goes. Like I know how fast 20 it goes.
Yo, look, some
like,
niggas,
it feels like a lot when you get
some
it.
Some niggas,
I know
some
how
niggas
fast
know
it
what
goes.
to do with 20 though.
Facts.
I
know now. I know now.
Exactly.
I know now.
Peter now,
I'm not
gonna hold a 20 ball. But
I was
first time touching a 20,
I did it.
you go tweet.
Especially because again,
You
I
go
did
tweet.
multiple times. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I'm up. I'm the man. I can keep doing it. Bro, I know how fast it goes. Especially then you want to look good. You talking about, you rap about drippy, so you go, you buy clothes.
Look, some niggas are used to 20. Some
like,
niggas are used to 20. So when 20 come around, it ain't even nothing to them. You know, and I'm not saying 20 ain't nothing to you. What I'm trying to say is 20 to a lot of rappers ain't nothing.
All I know is
and that's the glorious part of it. As a regular 9-to-5 employee from Walmart, Target,
I would
whatever.
still be clocking in. If I'm not gonna lie, sure. Give me the 20 and the deal. I'm still going to work Monday. I promise you. I'm telling you, because I would have to.
Now, if you only saw 20 once a year, you still going to work?
Huh? Of course.
Because that's probably what you get out of Target.
Huh?
You probably gonna only get 20 out of Target, 25.
Right. But what I'm saying is this, right?
Yeah.
At least in my situation, let's say, yo, niggas offer you, bro, we did it. We worked, the plan worked perfectly. We dropped 2-3 tracks. Boom. These niggas want to talk. Yo, they want to see what we can do. They want to pay us for this amount of work. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We got $30,000 in budget for this, that, and the third. And we got $20,000 up front for us. You feel me? I'm gonna take a piece. Let's work. I'm like, all right, cool. That's great. I'm going to work on Monday. I'm still going to continue my same schedule because ain't nothing changed. There's 20 bands. It's like, all right, cool. Like that might be that's enough for me to. It's not even enough to like, bro. So you talking about 6 months of rent? Like you talking about 6 months of rent and groceries? Like
see, a lot of these kids ain't like it's you get what you negotiate. So a lot of times the label, they know who they're dealing with. If you some artists down in Texas, they got some money for you. They know $10,000 to pay your rent, $15,000 to pay your rent.
You can't even do a money spread after you get your rent, bro. You like I can't even you can't even do a money spread.
It's not for that though.
Yeah,
like
I know.
your first single deal, depending on what you leveraged and the moment that you had, yo, that moment could be $1 million, bro. Yo, but what I'm trying to emphasize, or what I'm trying to emphasize from the beginning of the podcast was,
$1 million I might quit.
Yes. Nah, you're gonna quit at 100. You're gonna quit as an artist.
No, I don't know.
Yo.
I don't know. If I gotta,
You're gonna still go to work.
If you think about it like this,
with
bro.
100,000 in your pocket,
If you got a guarantee,
200,000 in production,
so if you have,
you're not gonna work.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You will never work.
So you're gonna throw away a guaranteed 75, 80? If you know you have 75, 80 guaranteed, that you don't even really gotta work that hard for, you're not working construction, you're not truck driving like I used to truck drive too. I got my CDL. I did a lot of shit. I'm young. I'm 25. I did mad shit, bro. But I'm not breaking my if you got a cushy little job and you know you're getting 75, 80 guaranteed, niggas come to you with the 100 up front. Is that enough for you to say I'm gonna throw away the 80? No, nigga, I got 180 now.
No.
Until
not really.
You gotta like.
Not really, because
Now I got
how are you
180.
gonna? You can't keep up as a rapper clocking in at work.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
can't.
say.
Yo, a lot of being a rapper.
Sometimes that's
a lot of
the
being a
switch.
rapper is you're bigger than life. Yo, nobody taking you serious knowing you work at Walmart. Now, until the rapper that, until there's a rapper out there
but let's say
that's bigger.
But you work on Wall Street. I'm talking about you work on. I'm talking about.
They're not. Yo, you're not going. Yo,
It's an opportunity cost at some point.
Yes, you're right. You know what? At some point, you know what?
You're not.
Niggas is young enough to say, you know what?
this nigga work at Walmart. I ain't taking him serious.
Right.
That's exactly what you're dealing with. So as a rapper, a lot of it is how good is your facade. How good is your facade?
And also
that's why being a rapper,
too.
a lot of it is not the truth. It's the perception of the truth.
Yeah, that's why Toosii
You
put
know?
belt to ass the way he did.
Yes.
Niggas is how
Yes, and we're gonna get right into that.
How good can you lie?
Exactly.
So
So between
it's
Toosii and
Kendrick's
Jace,
fault, bro. Kendrick did this shit to the
Yes.
rap beat, bro. It does not
I
matter.
blame Lil Tecca.
What the fuck does
Lil
Lil Tecca have to
When he dropped Ransom.
He just be trying to chill.
Nah, listen. Shout out Lil Tecca. That's gang too.
Yeah, bro.
But listen, when he dropped Ransom and did the Genius interview and let niggas know he never went to France, he never shot nobody, he
Good.
never did none of that shit.
Good.
It just worked for him. Everybody was like, oh shit, this lion got him a Juice WRLD feature. I'm finna do the same thing. I swear to God, he solidified Cap Rap.
But you see, in terms of beef though, cause that didn't fuck up the like niggas like diss records and like it used to just be
Bro, at one point, Lil
bars.
Tecca was king of the youth. In the underground,
In the
Lil
underground.
Tecca,
Okay. You gotta say that part. In the underground.
well, that's the youth. What youth is in the mainstream? Name
Man.
one youthful mainstream thing.
All the mainstream people are only mainstream because the youth are a part of it.
At one point,
They're
when
still,
they were underground,
you can't be
the
mainstream.
youth
and
is not listening to Lil Baby. They hate that nigga.
That's cap.
The youth, no, they're not. No, it's
That's
not.
cap.
Nah, they
Bro,
come
Lil
out.
Baby is a staple for nigga. You listen to Lil Baby. That's why your music. That's why your music preference is so mainstream and just trash and just like they use niggas like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Drake,
Little
Polo G. You know, if you listen to these niggas, you do not have an interesting music taste. You only listen to what's on the radio and what's considered hot. They use these niggas like mainstream rappers. Like at one point there was niggas like Lil Baby. What the fuck is a Lil Baby? You know? And now niggas are like, now you got like little niggas, young ass YNs, unless you from Atlanta or whatever. They not listening to Lil Baby. It's grown niggas. We done grew with Lil Baby. How long we been listening to Lil Baby? 4 or 5 plus now. Maybe 4 plus now, you know? Trust me, these young niggas.
It might 2019? When did like all them Trip Too Hard and all that
think
shit come out
2019.
anyways?
2018, 2019.
So that's
7 years almost.
damn.
You know? A lot of these young niggas was fucking children. It was 9. They don't know what the fuck a fucking 8th bag was at the time. Lil Baby was hot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the youth
And I'm
is
not gonna lie,
not bumping that nigga.
I still haven't even tuned into his last album.
Yeah, I know I did. It was alright.
Because you know it's your job to tune into shit.
Central C did something a little better. But the youth, yeah, they're not fucking with Lil Baby. So let's get into Toosii and Jace nonetheless. Like and that's why
You getting bodied by a singing nigga.
you know, and that's why that's like, you know, people
Shout out to all my boys, bitches, wife and niggas.
people underestimated people underestimated Toosii, and people don't realize how underdeveloped or undeveloped the underground is. You know, Toosie's a mainstream artist, and he's mainstream for a reason. And it didn't take him 5 to 6 years to go mainstream for a reason, because his music and what he's saying and the lyrics behind it were that good, and he strayed away from controversy. You know, Jace is a nigga who everybody knows is supposed to be mainstream. The only reason why he wasn't was because of snitch allegations. People don't take that shit lightly.
Is that really the only reason why?
Yes. He had the biggest song in the world at one point.
What was the biggest song?
556.
Okay. Can we pause for a second?
Look at this. Go on Spotify, look at how many streams 556 got.
I'm gonna keep him
I want to
straight.
listen to it.
You never heard 556?
I gotta see.
This is one of the biggest things on TikTok.
Oh,
I'm talking green tip, 556 in a pink suit. Oh, he like, Blake him, you. You know what I'm saying? Without even noticing.
Yeah.
And that's the definition of mainstream. Like, you heard it without even realizing, oh, I know this shit. You know? So imagine how many people, think about all the kids who religiously listen to Jace. You know? And they know 556, but they don't care about 556, because 556 is what went to the masses. There are so many other songs and moments that go into 556. So many little things occurred that got people to notice Jace before 556.
Right.
You know? So, like, the song is mainstream, but he's the nigga singing it. You know? So, he could have been bigger than he was. He just didn't have the opportunity to bring the face to the sound because of the allegations. Platforms didn't want to bring him up and showcase him because of the allegations. But the song still went the distance, because you can still
They
listen.
said he snitched on who?
Summers.
Is that real life?
Hey, look, there's real life paperwork, you know what I'm saying? But nobody went to jail. The situation that happened, we'll briefly through it real quick. Somebody owed Summers money, and Jace and a couple of others went to go get that money.
Sorry, Chad.
They probably can't even hear that.
Yeah.
Somebody owed Summers money. Summers was a rapper that Jace was, you know, I guess trying to be affiliated with.
Were they friends? Were they signed?
Trying to be affiliated.
Squad?
Summers was the bigger rapper at the time.
Okay, because they both have equal streams right now.
Now.
1.6 million monthly.
But so Summers was the big rapper at the time. Jace, you know, ends up being cool with these guys, but he's always been very talented, you know. And then I guess he's trying to get Summers' money back. Don't know why. And a fight.
Wait, why would I try and go? So what? I'm going on a mission for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so nigga sent me on a mission. So he was Lil Bro.
I guess Jace was trying to be a W man's.
No, that's Lil Bro.
But they pulled the little bro. They pulled the little bro moment.
or what? I'm your hitter, pretty much. It's like you're sending me to go on your mission.
One of those.
Okay.
One of those. So a fight breaks out. Allegedly, Jace takes a gun, starts shooting it in the air to de-escalate the situation. Mind you, we're in Texas, so shooting a gun isn't as, you know.
You know, it's just it's a standard.
But as we would have thought, then the kid goes and presses charges on all of them. And
for shooting the gun.
And basically, said they robbed me because he's not trying to. I guess he's not trying to give. I don't know. He basically goes, I was robbed or assaulted at gunpoint, something along those lines. Like, these niggas basically assaulted me.
Right.
And a gun went off.
Okay.
The whole thing was on camera in Jace's apartment complex area. So he had to go to jail.
That's another thing that criminals forget. Guys.
There's cameras.
Everywhere.
Cameras. Every fucking where, guys.
So now, Jace is a kid. He gets arrested in front of his child. They're trying to slam the book on him because they're saying, aggravated assault with a weapon and all this crazy shit. So they're trying to slam the book on him, basically. And apparently he clarifies what happened that day. Like, clarifies, like, the kid went and pressed charges, but, like, and he kind of was like, I guess you could say that happened.
Right, but like how does that? But that's not me snitching on anybody.
Like he didn't go to the court like, oh, this happened.
Did he bring somebody else's name into it? Because that's what snitching is. I'm telling on you. If the only person that's implicated is me, then that's not snitching. I'm taking a plea, or if I'm doing whatever to like I'm saying, hey, you know what? I'm taking responsibility.
So I wasn't.
That's not snitching.
So look, I wasn't there. And I never really got all the way into it.
Cause that's your man's.
Nah, because it was even before that. The reason why we got cool was because I didn't get all the way into it.
Right.
I just cared about the music.
Okay, so if you don't want to go into it, then
I'm not saying I'm saying the reason why I don't have the clear direct answer because there are gonna be people out there like, oh, you just don't want to say what happened because that's your man's. No, I never, and if it's in 4K, I never dived into I even have videos on my YouTube channel calling. I'm like, oh, W-Rat. I was like, W-Rat. The music is fire. W-Rat. Like, I swear to God. So I never really cared.
And if that's my man, so what if I don't want to talk about it? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
And what?
And what? But I'm so past that. I'm pretty sure they should know by now that I don't care.
Right.
So when I say I wasn't there, it's more so I'm not sure if he went in there and was like, Summers told me to do this, that, and the third, because I saw that, and I also saw that he just kind of clarified what the snitch said. The kid who went to the police and told them.
The victim.
Yeah, the victim said. He was like, so it's one of those okay, yeah, that happened, but we didn't really do anything to the nigga.
Right.
Or it was, oh, well, Summers told me to do this. But at the end of the day, none of them went to jail. All of them are free. All of them. They were all on ankle monitors because of what they all did. Jace the nigga that shot the gun. So who the fuck am I telling on? Because the only nigga that's going to get in trouble here is me. Summers is not going to get in trouble for telling us to do shit.
But why did he have the ankle? Okay, I can see, because it's already sounding a little bit muddy because from what you're saying, if I'm the one who was caught doing the shit, but then somehow everybody ends up with ankle monitors.
Yeah, how did you get involved?
How did they get involved if they wasn't there?
No, they were. Okay, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Again,
it's a whole lot of shit where it's the judge or the justice system could have just did their thing.
Right.
Or niggas just really telling. Hey, but I never was able to I'm not a nigga that knows the law to the point where that's what I elaborate to niggas, the law. You feel me? Right. I know snitching, something happened, you ratted on niggas, you're not in jail, they're in jail. They didn't you didn't get time, they got time, they got less, you got less time, they got more time. None of you niggas got time.
Right.
All you niggas had to sit down until the court date was had. Court dates kept getting pushed back. Niggas just went to jail, he had to buy out. I don't know about Summers. But yeah, all that happened.
This is in the pre-Gunna days, so
the pre-Gunna days.
Platform still cared about snitching.
Platform still cared about snitching.
Oh,
there was a pre-Gunna days. Yeah.
I'm like, what? This happened in 20.
No, so this was before Gunna. Okay. So snitching was still so unheard of and so new, and now niggas are able to elaborate. Well, what kind of snitching did he do?
It's nuance now.
Right.
Yeah. Well, how did he tell? Because if there's no conversation between that, niggas don't really care, Or now niggas are able to decipher, he didn't tell.
Or how fire was the song?
Right.
How fire is
right. Exactly.
That's fire enough.
So that's basically, and I know that between Toosii and Jace, it's Toosii and Jace, they had beef over a sensitive topic.
I didn't even hear. You know how? Here's the thing, right? I'm not even tapped in super crazy to the Song Wars.
Yeah.
But I knew it was bad because it kept showing up on my feed crazy, and I only heard Toosii songs. I didn't even hear what Jace I didn't even hear his songs. Nothing I'm sitting there I can't even I don't even know what his response was because everybody's only showing the only Toosii's all 3 rounds. I've heard all 3 songs in full.
No, I ain't gonna lie. All 3 rounds were worth Toosii. Toosii dominated all 3 rounds. This is coming from me.
Now, tell me, how did this work, right? Because I thought it was Song Wars. Why are y'all dissing each other?
So there's Song Wars are Song Wars because at the end of the day, it's who makes the best song. Now, the spin-off is, are we both dissing each other directly? Instead of like, subtle little lyrics every here and there, every couple of months to a year where I feel like responding when I don't have enough clout and I need to rebut and I need to resurface some type of attention, so I'm going to respond to this diss from 2 years ago and everybody's going to, oh, no. Song Wars and Diss Wars is like, this is directly, everything is a battle. Even if it's a Song Wars and it's not a diss battle, it's still a battle because we're competing for who makes the best music overall.
Okay,
basically what I was doing before in the hood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But like, so what? Are we just performing the songs that we already had? Because it sounded like he came prepared with all 3 songs. Sounded like they were recorded specifically for this occasion.
Yes. So for example, like I said before, right? The underground now, everybody's recording their own music. Nobody's going to the studio no more. The best, like your best underground rappers, they're not booked in studio time. They're on FL Studio on their home setup where they're probably streaming on GTA or fucking on FL Studio making beats or recording music. These are your new artists that are going to be in the game going forward. No cap. So they have this. So now that the music is able to, now that music is so accessible, shit, if you ain't got FL Studios, you got Band Labs. Now that music is so accessible, you can sit there for a couple of hours and cook up a couple of songs for a stream later on that night, or fuck around and do it on stream. Song Wars started off with niggas were making their songs on stream. Alright, go make this song, you got 15 minutes. Come back with the song. To showcase who's talented enough to even make a song that fast and come up with something that fast. So now, and the artist is able to do that, everything evolves. Once something happens, it evolves into a more accessible way.
See, that's another. See,
and that's what's dumbing down the music.
Yeah, because that's what's
dumbing down the music. Yes.
Because the way that I record too, right? Like the other day, I was in a session. You came right before we started. We recorded some shit. You left. For me, I go into the booth. It takes me about an hour to finish a song, like from start to finish, because I want to. Like I'm saying stuff. I want the stuff I'm saying to make sense. Like I'm catching the beat and feeling it. Once I go through it, right? Like all right, bet. If I was told, do it in 15 minutes, they're like, all right, cool, I'm just going to say bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm just going to water down whatever. Like, it's not, like, the expression Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, you don't just go in 10 minutes and you have the best song in the world. You feel me? No, you should want to, like, think on it a little bit and feel it and because, again, or at least me, I believe my job as an artist is to make people feel shit, not just for me to go and alright, I'm pumping out 1 million fucking songs. Like, you know what I mean? Because then I don't believe you're doing the beat enough justice. Because it didn't take the person 15 minutes to cook up the beat. Maybe like, any real producer, they might produce quick, but they're going to, like, niggas be perfectionists. They be wanting to make sure this shit's right. Yeah. Nah, let me find the right sample. Nah, this drum isn't the best sounding drum. Okay, but I found it. Da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? If you're just making all this microwave 2-minute bullshit, it's like, I don't know, man. But
nah, yeah. So Song Wars, a lot of times you're gonna get that. I feel like people kind of started to pick up on that, just like the bullshit that was coming out of it. So they now give people a couple of days or just a couple of hours in advance, make these songs, or sometimes it's just an unreleased Song Wars where artists know everybody got these hits in the stash. They want to see what the fans are gonna like, and a lot of times it's a good place to showcase the hits because now you could kind of put the song out and showcase it and get an immediate response and then be able to put it out as opposed to keep trying. Because at the end of the day, whoever's watching Max is probably listening to you too. So now when there's 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 of them in the same space, you're able to get that, that reciprocation just a little bit faster. So basically what happened between Jace and Toosii after all this has occurred, because Jace has been an infamous Song Wars artist. This was Toosii's first time, but Toosii's a mainstream artist, so he doesn't really have to entertain what's going on in the underground, which is Song Wars is an underground thing. It's starting to go mainstream though, not gonna lie. So they had beef between their girlfriend, Jace's new girlfriend / baby mother, girl, woman that's in his life at the moment.
Right.
And Toosii trying to make it seem like he was in association with her in the past, but really what happened was he hit her up on some, social media rapper scandal thing where they manage other girls' OnlyFans accounts. So he tried to do that with her, and she was like, "Yo, I don't need you for that. I'm dating my nigga Jace." And then you kind of tell him who Jace is. It's not gonna take long for you to either know who it is or find out what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? So Jace didn't take that too lightly. All this occurred on stream. So now Max doing what he do. I'm gonna put these niggas up against because he has the platform to do so.
But
now
how would Max even know that?
Because
if this nigga DM'd your girl 5 years ago or some bullshit like that,
it's not something that Max knew. It's something that I think Toosii brought up, and
like, how does this idea?
So this just happened. This just happened, right? Where no. All right. So before that, something happened to Max. With the little TJ and Fabio situation. That's why Jace was like, "Fuck TJ and Toosii."
I saw that.
He threw Toosii in there because of what he knew personally.
Oh, okay.
So now that he knew that he had a personal situation with Toosii, because Toosii was trying to DM his bitch, but Toosii was trying to DM his girl, and his girl DM'd him, and his girl dubbed him. Now it's like, okay, now I got a problem with you, so I'm just gonna throw you in there.
I sent the screenshot to you.
Right, but Jace is one of those master internet niggas where he knows if he says fuck Toosii, it's gonna go out there and Toosii's gonna entertain it, and it's gonna bring attention to Jace.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was intentional.
So it was very much intentional, and he knows that, and he made that aware, and he spoke on that on a video yesterday. But so that's how all that came about, and then when that happened on stream, on Max's stream, where Toosii calls and then Jace is there, and now we're gonna do the diss wars. Jace calls me, and we're talking, and he's like, "Yo, go ahead." Jace calls me, we're talking about stuff, and we're talking about the war, and I'm basically like, "Yo, I don't know if Toosii's that in tune with the underground, so I don't think he's gonna come as crazy as he's gonna come."
So you set him up. Oh, so you set him up.
I feel like I set up Jace.
Yo, so you set him up, bro?
I feel like I set up Jace.
Damn, bro.
Because I was so confident that...
You're like, he doesn't love
it was so real.
You good, bro.
I could have got
He's like, yo, bro, you good, bro.
Yes.
Man. You gonna watch that nigga, bro. I'm telling you, man, he ain't on shit.
No, I didn't take it on air.
Yeah.
I didn't say you was gonna wash him. But I did say I don't think Toosie's about to come as dangerously as he came, as he brought to the table, for real. Now, that's because Toosie's been doing so much of this melodic shit, I didn't think he still had it in him. I knew Toosii to be a rapper, though. I knew he was a rapper. I knew he had bars. I didn't think the underground didn't know that, though. I didn't think y'all knew Toosii as just a melodic nigga.
Yeah,
you know?
If I'm gonna be honest, bro, even myself, like, I'm familiar with him for his singing songs.
Yeah, same.
And I get that.
Because the girls kind of like him.
I get that. But I would see, and I know that because I've always been the nigga to be on an artist early. I was on Toosii early. Before he even had 100K followers on the gram. I was on Toosii early because he's from Syracuse, New York. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's from Syracuse and then moved to North Carolina. So, like, I'm over here thinking about it, but mind you, Jace called me at 2:30 in the morning. I was smoking my last blunt before I was ready to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Don't even worry about it, bro.
You feel me?
If I'm thinking about it, bro, you be alright, man. Like, I know your shit, bro. I know his shit, man.
Right,
Mr. 8
right.
I'm telling you, bro.
I've been trying to keep the blunts to a late night thing, just to have it towards the end of the day, because quitting was just a little hard, I ain't gonna lie. Just going cold turkey. I went like a week and a half, and I was kind of like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because sometimes I'll be too bored. I got too much time on my hands, so it's like, hey, I get to myself. But, so I'm over here, it's late, I just got off stream all day, and I'm kind of tired, and I know sometimes me and Jace we talk. Because we're not talking every day, we're talking every, once a month. Or maybe every 2 weeks, or something's happening, you know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna chop it up, we're gonna catch up, whatever. So I'm kind of just like, I'm not really trying to just get off the phone, but like, I didn't know we were gonna be talking for this long. I thought he was just trying to call me real quick, So, talking about it, I'm just letting him know, yo, you got this shit, bro. You've been killing the last few song wars. You just beat Babytron. We both on this high. I don't even know why I'm as high as a nigga. I ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even there.
Right.
And what he told me, compared to what I saw, he was underprepared.
Right.
He didn't think Toosii was gonna come like that.
What did his songs even sound like? Were his songs alright?
The first song was a straight up diss. But I think he thought the first song was gonna bury him because that's what he's used to. Nobody in the underground wants to diss Jace. Nobody in the underground can rap like Jace. None of these niggas. There's not. If I were to think to myself, who's underground that can rap like Jace, there's not one. There isn't one. There literally is not one. He's like a fucking AI with words. You know, he knows how to rap, but he don't rap. He makes music. You know what I'm saying? Toosii the same way. He went against a nigga that's just like him. Might have a little bit more experience on life though. You know, and a little bit more experience with the internet.
You said bro's 21 since he first shots on us since he wanted to play.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Toosii, like, you know, like people sleep on Toosii. I slept on him momentarily. Because when's the last time I turned on a Toosii song?
Right.
You know, so that kind of happened, and then what didn't work out in Jace's favor is the fact that cap rapping is so loud, and him explaining himself. When he started explaining himself, you wasn't supposed to do that. You was like, you know, like, yeah, that like I would understand why you would attempt to and try to and think so, but you're just not supposed to do that, and now you see why. Don't nobody want to hear that. Like, at that moment, no. You explain yourself on your own YouTube video later on when it's time for you to speak, and you know, because nobody even really cared the next day. And I think Jace is so used to narratives going way too far, further than it has to go, that no, I'm gonna end this now. And I know that Jace has worked very hard to get back to the space that he's in. I'm telling you, at one point, these niggas packed him. They packed him. Likes was going away, streams were going away, everything. And he fought for he fought real hard for the sake of his children, for the sake of himself, his family, because he's the breadwinner in his family. People don't really know that, you know, but yo, I mean, he's a rapper, so most rappers are breadwinners of the family, you know what I'm saying? But for an underground rapper to be the breadwinner of their family, it's like, yo, it's a little different. Yeah. And he had to maintain that, or else you're going back to sleeping on the floor with your daughter. These are things that he spoke on publicly, so I can say that, you know, but like, you're gonna go back to sleeping on the floor at your man's house with shorty. Jace can't go work at Walmart. You know? I've been to Walmart with the nigga. People notice this nigga. Right. It can be the most random spot. We try to be in the most random areas.
See, and I'm not gonna lie.
People know this nigga,
there's the plate of being a rapper. You gotta once you get to a certain point, you have to make it.
Yes.
Like you literally have to.
And fuck being a rapper. Attention and clout on the internet. Once you're able to be out there and people recognize you, falling back is not as comfortable as you think it is. Like, you're even having to stay on. Look what you gotta do to stay on. You got beef with niggas. You need to have enough money to stay away from those niggas. You need to have enough money to keep niggas away from, to get niggas to keep those niggas away from you. You know? And at the same time, you gotta have enough money to maintain what you got going on now. Especially when you got kids. You know, and just, like, once you lose your name, now you gotta fight a different battle. You know, hopefully you ain't got ops or children to maintain and take care of and shit like that. You know, so it's a whole different ballgame. So I watched the nigga bring himself back to the light. Niggas wouldn't put him on the Song Wars if they felt like he wasn't being on the Song Wars.
No, for sure.
You know?
Right.
He's on every one. Why is that? It's the most controversial nigga we know. You know? So it's for a nigga like Toosii to come up and pack that shit up. You gotta, and he's lying. He's acting like he fucking your bitch. There's nobody can recover off getting their bitch fucked. You cannot recover from that. I fucked your bitch, nigga. What's up? You better have more money than me.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. That shit, that's such a. I hate. First of all, I'm chilling. Thank God nobody's ever had to. I've never been in a situation where somebody's like, oh yeah, well that's why. No, there's never been my life.
Maybe a nigga had your girl in the past.
But you see, at that point, it's like
that don't matter.
But I'd be like, yo, like, so the girl you have right now, she a virgin?
Right.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What is
nah,
it? Like, it's like, oh yeah, back in 2018, that was my bitch. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, but see, Jace, like, in the midst of explaining himself, he kind of said something that ended up not being true in the long run, and it mattered.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
talking about she
Toosii
wasn't old
acting
enough.
like he fucked your bitch.
Yeah, she wasn't old enough.
Now you acting like
But
she's
she was
not
21,
old enough.
but she was 21.
actually was old enough.
Oh, yeah.
So now Toosii could just be being professional and not saying anything. She could be, there's too much in the air to be left for conversation. That's not good. Whether it matters or not, because the internet is not real life. It just don't look good, and as a rapper, you gotta look good.
And I'm gonna say this too, niggas. Unless you made the girl cheat, let's leave "I fucked your bitch" behind in 2024 because it doesn't hit the same if you didn't make the girl cheat. If you made the girl cheat, then you have something to say.
Yeah.
If you're just saying 5 years ago I dated her or I fucked her, it's like, so what? None of these girls are virgins. There's somebody that can say that to every one of y'all. You feel me? Every one of y'all. So it's like,
And on top of that, it's like,
how many videos of a girl that you still have on your phone of shit that you did with them, and she out somewhere else happily in a situation?
I ain't got no more.
Does it mean anything?
I deleted it.
I know. But I know. But you get the point of what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't, like, what does it really mean? Like, the other day, I was so happy for somebody I seen. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's getting engaged. Good for you. Like, but then I thought about it. I'm like, so what? Like, all right, cool.
I used to have you bent over the balcony. You heard me?
But when you think about it, it's like, what does that even really mean? It's just like,
It's a rapper shit,
you think about it.
I'm one of those niggas where all my exes, I don't give a fuck. I got too much ADHD. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
You're not in my face. I'm literally like, you're never, ever gonna.
But you know how.
Once I see you, next time I see you, you better be getting married.
And it's like, but you know how corny it would be.
You better be at the bar.
For me to be like, for me to be like, oh yeah, nigga, well, that's why I fucked your girl. Look, I got a video from me back in.
That makes girls
you're
want to fuck
corny.
you no more.
It's corny. It's so it's like, hey fellas, unless you tell a nigga, oh I fucked your bitch, unless you made the girl cheat, let's the fuck up, pack it off, bro.
Facts.
Pack that shit up.
But yeah, that was a.
I hear that more actually though, like, cause that's like such a rapper thing to do, just to like try and get one up on the other person.
It's like, yo, man, and it's like, again, right? You said, oh yeah, man, you love that girl, huh? Man, you don't know what that girl. Yeah. If you knew what she was doing when you wasn't around, you would lose your mind. All right, that's a whole different shit. You feel me? But you talking about, oh yeah, you feel like you did something. Yeah. All right, congrats. So you're so proud that you have a body in common with me. Like, what? Go do something else with your time. That's why I don't really talk to, like, I don't spend time talking to niggas. It'd be high and by. It'd be, yo, keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep living, king. And I do, and that's it.
A fact.
Cause
you never know what's to come in the future.
Yeah, it's like,
at the same time, niggas got their motives. But yeah, that didn't play out in Jace's favor. I think, he respectfully took the L afterwards. But there are certain things that went about in the midst of the battle where I noticed, okay, this is a little. Bro, man, this isn't gonna go the right way. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
He dropped 4 tweets back to back afterwards the day after.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he wants to speak on the way Max handled the situation.
What was Max supposed to do? He's an entertainer.
No. There were times where Max low key fed into Toosii more than Jace, and as a host, you can't do that. Neutral. You gotta play the neutral game, and he was more for the entertainment, and the entertainment was more entertaining from Toosii. And he let things feed into shit. Like, he was getting ready to play Toosie's song twice. You do not do that in a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? And Jace had to tell the nigga, nah, I don't do that shit. And Max responds, I ain't a dick rider. But that's what I said earlier, where I was like, niggas is taking this dick rider thing to a whole new level. Like, nah, there's a difference between being a W mans and a dick rider.
I mean, unless you're gonna play both our shit twice.
It was because
Because I get it. Because I also get it. If the shit is hot, if it's like, oh damn, we got one.
It was because one judge missed out though. Ak.
I saw the clip where he was like, yo, turn on your camera. I saw that.
So Ak wasn't there, and he was like, all right, we're gonna play it again because of Ak, but like we didn't even hear Jace's shit yet. So it's like, yo, like you about to push this shit to a whole new level. Let niggas hear this shit again. You know what I mean? Like
now they get to really
and, you know, and he went first, so it's like, and like the nigga didn't really care too much, and then kind of fed into it after. Hey, you got every right to do so, but there were certain moments where I was kind of like, I know Jace, he's not gonna take that lighter. I just know he's not gonna take that lighter, because even on the back end, some nigga was like, yo, whoa, that's not fair.
Yeah.
And you're already losing, and you know, it's a lot of emotions flowing through you.
Yeah.
And now he comes out and he says, I'm not doing Song Wars no more. After doing the last 6 to 7.
Fuck y'all.
You did the last 6 to 7. You were known. Jace was the infamous Song Wars nigga. Like he beat everybody.
I don't blame him, to be honest, bro. I don't know why you. I don't even know what. Like
I wouldn't keep.
I wouldn't do it. Yo, I promise you, I swear to God, because this is why I couldn't be a battle rapper neither. Why am I gonna put myself in a situation to allow you to disrespect me, and I gotta listen to you disrespect me? Fuck you. Fuck no.
If you're Jace though, you need to showcase to the people and to the people that are watching. I actually am better than a lot of the niggas that y'all talk about and,
so
and try to discredit me for. But dropping your music isn't enough sometimes. A lot of times, yo, and that's the thing. Yo, just
dropping my music
putting out good music isn't enough.
Yeah.
You need it's not enough. There has to be more going into it. There needs to be an agenda. Now you want to have the agenda of yo, every time you put the best nigga against Jace won. Now when that becomes the agenda, that's the only agenda you're gonna get out of that is Jace is better than everybody that you think is good.
Huh?
The only agenda you get out of winning every Song Wars amongst all the artists that we're all listening to is
but
Jace is
not
better than them.
But you see, that's the thing. It's not possible for somebody to win every single time you're battling, because it's literally not possible, because you're letting, like, every time it happens, the other people who are also talented are watching and seeing and they're like, so it's a lose-lose situation.
Win-win, because even if
I think it's a lose-lose.
No, listen, it's win-win because it is. When it comes to the internet, it's win-win. You can't lose when everybody's looking at your face. Mm-hmm. And if you lost, everybody still had the opportunity to see what you're working with. Mm-hmm. And if you're actually...
But that's not even true, because I didn't even get to see... Like you're saying that. All I'm saying is this is the first time this nigga's ever been as viral on my feed, but I didn't hear one song from him. I only heard the L from Toosii. I never... Like,
now I'll tell you this, that's J. Pierre, though. That's my
E.
That's J. Pierre.
I'm talking about the algorithm.
I'll tell you this right now. You're probably on the outside of what's going on in the entirety of the music industry. And I say that because you're also an artist. So you're not just consuming all the way, you're also producing. There are niggas that are only consuming.
Right.
So they have the time to consume it all.
Right.
You know, so you're only catching what's really, really, really genuinely out there.
Right.
So, and Jace knows that after I spoke to him. He knows that this Toosii thing was going to put him to the masses because Toosie's in the masses.
See, I scrolled for 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Making memes.
Exactly. So
big, though. That's
Jace knows, Jace knows that he has the ability to be in these, to have these moments.
Right.
You know, to have these opportunities. Like when he said, I'm not doing the Song Wars no more, because he looked at it, he was like, yo, why am I bringing all this shit to other niggas' platforms? Y'all know the old Jace would never do that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take this opportunity, bring it to my platform, and play off that, and bring things into my playing field. Mm-hmm. I let this shit go to another nigga's platform, and they almost allowed that shit to just take over, like more than it already did. Like they almost let this shit step on me like gum on the fucking floor type shit, you know.
And again, right? The reason why I say I don't really like. Yeah, if you win, it's super beneficial, and you're saying even if you lose, you're beneficial because your name is more popping and like people see your name. But at the same time, and I get it, they say all press is good press. There's no such thing as bad press. I know people say that. But again, right?
I still believe it.
But if every time now, especially as a rapper and as a man in general and all this kind of stuff, every time now you come up, people are just gonna keep talking about, oh, Toosie's gonna be in his comments. All the comments go, oh, Toosii this, Toosii that, because you see the way Kendrick broke beefs, and he broke beefs. So now every time there's beef in this, that, and third, and two people arguing, whoever got the best of the other person, now the other person, yeah, no matter you think, oh my god, well my name and my this, but it's all just bullshit trolling. You know what I mean? Nigga, if I want to show y'all that I'm better, I'm just gonna keep dropping fire music And like, yeah, I'm gonna show up places, I'm gonna do stuff, but why am I gonna put myself? Because again, in real life, I don't let people disrespect me. Like in real life, I've never been in a situation to where niggas is like talking to me and I allowed that to be fucking crazy, because there's just in real life there's consequences for certain shit. You can't just say shit to niggas. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now I'm about to subject myself to that. For what do I get in return? You feel me?
Nah, but see, in music,
fuck y'all. You feel me?
in music, we both know we're here for monetary gain.
I'm exactly. So if that's the thing, right? Even as
Like if you would have lost, you would have fought Toosii.
there's no. I signed up for this. That's the thing.
Exactly.
I signed myself up to be disrespected, so I can't even be mad at you because your job was to disrespect me. So like, why am I putting myself in a position to where I'm giving you the okay to disrespect me? Fuck you.
I'm about to do the same thing.
Nah.
Right.
Honestly, this shit might be genius though.
Because I'm about to do the same thing.
And
Yeah,
there's
but
probably a lot of people that don't like Jace, because like you said, you know, there's as long as people are commenting if it's positive or negative, but they get to feel a win, seeing him
Right, take a L.
take this L.
But a lot of niggas
So like,
never.
it's all growing.
A lot of
It's
niggas
all
that don't
growing
like
in a
Jace. A
certain
lot of
way.
niggas that don't like Jace would never take it upon themselves to go head to head with that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now, they would not do that. They'll lose bad, horribly. Toosii, Jace just met his match.
But I'm gonna listen to the next Jace song that comes out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas if it came across my timeline, I may or may not. Now I'm interested to see what the nigga gotta say.
Yeah, but
like,
there's a lot of people who won't, just because of the fact, this nigga got watched by Toosii. He got rapped by a real singer.
Think about
they said, look, and then they're gonna take all the shit that the nigga said into this. Why would I listen to this nigga? Oh, summer's coming, Jace, like the fucking trolling shit. Niggas is trolls. So it's like, yeah, it's like the win. Oh, the win. Again, it's like gambling. It's like gambling your last $100. You feel me? It's like, oh fuck this parlay. I spent time researching this parlay, bro.
No, absolutely.
I spent time. I know if I put this $100 down, I might get $25K back.
Right.
I'm up, nigga.
Right.
But at the same time, if I spend this $100 and I lose it, I don't got gas money for the next week.
Right.
You feel me? So it's
See,
like,
what you're describing is like the epitome of why a lot of artists kind of sit back and wait for moments to approach them, or wait for something to just happen so they can leverage it and do something. You know, a lot of artists go quiet because they have nothing to leverage or no moments to play off. Now, like, I was just talking to y'all about the Song Wars, and even, like, we can wrap it up a little after this.
right.
There was a Song Wars I'm trying to put together. I was trying to put together. You know, I'm still gonna put together, just now of the caliber that I thought I obtained. You know, at one point, and I understand, like, I'm not Max, who's like, you know, who went and took off with the Song Wars thing, putting artists up against each other. So I would understand why artists of a higher stature, you know, with a lot of influence, would not want to openly come down to my Song Wars, because they might feel like they're benefiting me more than they're benefiting themselves, you know. But I decided that I'm gonna get a bunch of rappers that I know have clout, I know have a career, I know have a community, but people aren't talking about them as much. But whether you're talking about them or not, they're still in the know. People still know exactly who these guys are, you know. So I went and tried to orchestrate one of those things, and I look at it, and as I started, like, everybody was responsive and with it from the jump. But as I started to add more clouded up, you know, nice artists to the list, I started to notice certain artists started to, like, go away, kind of stop answering, kind of stop being responsive. I'm like, damn, like, you was with it when I had you amongst a bunch of artists that you knew you were going to dominate. But now I put you against, you know, people that are just like you, are in the same situation that you, have the same amount of clout. You have no...
They're not
Like,
gonna gamble.
you have no means to do this anymore, because you know what it would temporarily do to the way people view you, and that means so much.
That's crazy to me.
People
though.
wouldn't risk that.
But you see,
They wouldn't risk it.
You see, but you got
Unless it's just an undeniable, like this. It's like this, no matter what, you about to be sitting in front of 25,000 people. Now it's worth losing.
Nah, I don't know. To me, that's crazy though.
Your name, I'm not gonna. Your name is what you got. Like, your reputation is super important. You can spend years building yourself up in your reputation, and then after you can lose all that in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it will take you time to build it back up. But it's like, dog, like, You like you gotta protect. There's certain things that are worth protecting, and you just gotta see, risk reward. What's the risk? What's the reward? If the reward doesn't outweigh the risk, then it's like, it's like you feel me? Like, yeah, if it's just like, hey, if we're coming here and we're just showcasing songs, it's like, okay, bet, like, you win or lose, it doesn't matter. But now you sitting here and you again, right? You signing up here for people to slander you. You feel me? You gotta think about it. It's like if I'm signing up to be slandered, like I'm a battle rapper for real, like, okay, well, what lasting effects could come from this? Because you know what? I can come up and I can perform and I can Eminem 8 Mile this shit and I go crazy and my name goes up crazy and I'm up, or I can get ether, and if I get ether because of somebody else's talent, then that's gonna follow me, and it's gonna be something that is gonna take mad work for me to get off of and from underneath. And for some people, it's just like, I'm just doing that for free. like I'm just taking that risk just because for the moment, It's like you feel me?
I'm gonna speak just as a fan.
As a fan, y'all don't get
but as a fan, it's just like, why are artists willing to just be out there though? Like that protectionism stuff. Eventually, we're just gonna stop caring about you because you holding it too close to the chest. Like we want to see a story. We want to see you take an L, make the comeback.
Yes.
Get better. Try something different. Like we want to see an artist grow. Like we don't want to just see you like, I had this hit song and I'm gonna just sit on that and collect coin off that one thing forever. Like we want to see y'all out there and like.
But now
making news, because that's what it is. Like what he did, win or lose, he made news.
He made news, right?
He was at the right time when Black Boy Max is like popping for whatever reasons, and like this is gonna be new. It's like it's showing up on my feed, it's showing up on your feed. I'm gonna listen to the next Jace music. I'm gonna listen to Toosie's music next time I see it. Like either way, it's just like these are artists that I may or may not have cared about before this happened, and now it's like these are top attention. Like if either of them drop anything in the next week, like people are gonna flock to it. So it's like it's not they're not doing it for nothing. If you can look at it as like I'm gonna go against this.
But you see now. But if I had shown up and just did a regular Song Wars and we were just playing unreleased to see who got the most fire unreleased,
it's still a while.
Yeah, and you see, and then that's a different.
Not as violent.
But the risk is almost not there at all. You feel me? There is no risk. It's just okay.
No risk, no reward.
Yeah.
Because you saying Jace did 6 other ones. I ain't seen the other ones. I saw this one.
Exactly. That's why it all goes back to.
You're right about that.
It all goes back to what I was saying before, right? There's levels to this clout shit. Like I've watched every Song Wars. You've only seen one, and you've only seen clips of the most recent one.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And every single Song Wars was so big to me. But like, I'm just so low on the ground and so in tune with the internet that I know when this is announced, I know when it's about to start, I know when it's happening, and I'm watching the aftermath as opposed to it occurred live right there in my face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, there are lots of things that I don't see. Like, I don't watch streams live. Song Wars is something that I watch because it's a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I react to songs. You feel me? I don't react to niggas.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, that's a big reason why it's good for me. And it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's a big, it's niggas that I know. Nigga, if Jace React is in a song, I'm reacting to that shit. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. There were Song Wars in the past where I'm like, the first Song Wars, I was like, what the fuck put this in? What the fuck is this? I'm seeing my constituents in there, niggas in my group chat. I'm like, what the fuck? How? Why nobody told me about this?
Right.
Oh, why would you tell me about that? Okay. Let's see what's.
Right.
Oh, they say no one ain't got in that bitch now. Oh,
Max, take the call, bro.
You know. Listen, you know what? It's
I'm gonna say, make the call, nigga. What you on, bro? We from this, show love, nigga.
You know what I mean?
It don't cost no money to show a nigga some love.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that mean? Show a nigga some, you feel me?
You know, but it started to make sense a little bit because a lot of times it's like, how you gonna put Jace? Are you gonna put King Mel in a Song Wars with Jace?
That's a little biased.
You know,
that's kind of biased.
It's a little biased. But I've seen other biased situations happen, but I'm like, okay, it's past bias because they're also viral. That's also your mans. So I can't just throw myself in there. That's entitled, you know? But regardless of all that, man, this was a messy ass week, bro. I don't even think we're gonna get into Trump immigration, you know what I'm saying? We'll get into that next episode, because that's a little wild. We'll wait for the numbers to run up, I guess, or it's more of a drastic thing to talk about, you know?
Yo, and shout out
That's
to
going on.
TikTok, you feel me? Thanks
TikTok's back.
You feel me? Yo,
TikTok is back.
I got this TikTok installed. iPhone 16 Pro.
How much you selling yours for?
I need 6.
1,000?
6 bands.
I got like 2,000 for my phone. I got like 2,000
Oh,
for my phone. I got TikTok
undercutting me like crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, you got,
what year is that?
I got, this is 12S.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I mean? So I got like 2,000. I got like 2,000. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
He's like, you're making my price low.
Nah,
You're making my
TikTok,
price
bro.
low.
So this, it's not even on the App Store no more.
No, bro. So if you an influencer and you missing out on a bag right now,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's enough influencers out there to be able to get the app, and it's still
if you're an
$30,000 a phone. You know what I'm saying? Like
if you are an upcoming influencer and you want to take advantage of TikTok, hit your boy.
you don't think it'll be back?
Yeah,
I mean, a couple months.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Couple
If you
months.
spend 30,000 on TikTok and you're not even making 30,000 off TikTok, you're an idiot, man. You are such an idiot. But look, I get it though. If you need it, you gotta do what you gotta do to stay afloat. It's like if your camera broke, you gotta buy a new one. And this is probably the best camera that you got for TikTok. You know, you don't want to really go with a DSLR. So, but anyway, TikTok is back. It's been a hectic week on the internet. A lot of things just don't make sense. You know, it's to the point where we can't even bridge the gap on a lot of the things that make sense. Really just double standards. So, we'll leave it at that. It's your boy King with A God.
And your boy J Pierre. We appreciate y'all. If tune in next week. We back, man. We got work coming for y'all, man.
This is episode 11.
Peace.